community has embedded themselves in our history, have made us continuous slaves, made us um, helped orchestrate the loss of our identities, genociding us out of history and forever remaining incompetent until now. Press one, hit the like button, and subscribe. I said forever remaining incompetent until now. And a lot of our people here is beginning to see things at a different level. Seeds that was planted last year, 2 years ago, three, four, five, is now making sense to a lot of people on a different level. They can't. I'm telling you, a lot of people can't even look at movies and stuff the same. At first, they found it entertaining. Now they find it informative. Press one, hit the like button. They find it informative, and we're going to keep moving forward with more great information. You know, we're going to end up proving that y'all black lives and black power and black Marxism ain't nothing but the same old socialism that Hitler and them formulated, which end up being your downfall. The key is who sold you this white status supremacy in this nation where you had to excommunicate yourself to even be a 14th Amendment citizen, thus genociding you and removing you from your own homeland. Press one. That's what's important. That's what's important. So, you being able to see you're not a incorporated Africa, uh, uh, incorporated African civilian citizen. You're not an African. That's not even real. You know, it's time that you just woke up from those who've indoctrinated you into this black African cult in which you don't really exist, where you are dead, walking around with no inheritance, no life, no future, no nothing, just is existing. They just put out a report that 1 in 4 Americans will be Latino by 2060. You see how they just do this? Well, they just all came from Mexico, right? All right then. That's the point. White supremacy. You got to understand how to begin to reverse this in our lives, not some far off, distant, and hope our forefathers did it either. You know, it's important that everybody here begin to research law and get themselves involved in legal information pertaining to the Constitution, all of these false friendship treaties that's out made by the incorporated dead God of this nation. Because it is what it is. Shout out to Royal Purple. Shout out to you, sister. So our whole thing is to relate all of your favorites back to this Asian society. Uh, oh my goodness, the amount of information that's been displayed is just overwhelming. Then you start to look at these individuals different. These Umar Johnsons and these Tyreek Nasheeds, these co-intel pro, divide and conquer, play both sides tactics, where he's any different. Both are blackamoors and more of this and more of that. One of them was a pimp, remember? You remember when he was a pimp, right? So, who got these people in front of you at odds with each other, but really are one and the same? In both uh, organizations, if you remain black, you're dead. So both of them have an equal opportunist contract with the federal government, in my opinion, to keep you black and dead in law. Doesn't matter if you're a black more or a foundation of black American. You black. And you are stateless. Because if you ever came into knowledge of yourself, you would know that you are the key to it all. So they used to play blackface on what they wanted a black nation to be under their rule. A bunch of buck dancing, bow down niggas, former slave. And they used to put shoe polish on their skin to pretend to carry the propaganda of what type of Negroes and black folk they needed under them. And they don't got to do that no more because they have a nation full of foreigners who's willing to become that in Hollywood and that in theater, so much so their very own nationality is that of a monkey or black face in itself in real life, giving life to Pinocchio, little lion ass, the little boys. Press one. I just see a bunch of black dwarves. I just see a bunch of black dwarves. These people is willing to be chimpanzees and monkeys as an identity, as a badge of honor, and labeling themselves black. In law, there ain't nothing but a dead black monkey who's willing to dance and accept corporate finances and corporate money. I'll be whatever you want me to be. Press one. Now hold on. Some niggas believe that they live on the back of a turtle floating around in a damn universe. Some niggas believe that they was cowboys and Indians. Both of them. The first black cowboys and the first black Indian. Both of them. Fuck it. You ain't noticed. You ain't never noticed. You niggas will be whatever the federal government needs you to be as long as you black. In law and standing. You ain't noticed that yet? One of them say, we were the first black Indian. We was the Niji. Boy, and our people had 6 words in the whole language. And we was here already. Another one believed I said, ain't no way. What year was it? Ain't no way. I won't believe it. Turns out it's a bunch of Asians, old Japanese men walking around in Powhatan outfits and shoes. Some of these African Americans come, and they come through Pan America, and they believe that they are American, and they are full-fledged white Americans. Just as white supremacy, you got to see past color. What is your political stance in this world that matters? Your political stance is white supremacy. That's your political. That's Tamika Mallory political stand. That's Rick Ross. What's the one? D1 and Jim Jones, both of them. White supremacy. To live in America as an American pledges you to white supremacy. Ain't no way around. It's just how foreigners are able to become. They even tell them, don't hang with these people over here. I'm just trying to keep it real with you. It's a lot going on in the world, and y'all gonna have to wake up. So, what you know, uh, instead of today talking about them a lot, we gonna find the discrepancies in their verbiage. Press one. So we remember, class. We got to stay on the 1828. Stay in these law books so you can begin to pick up and understand the language, like B, like my guy B, so you can pick up the language. And if there's any people who believe in the Bible and read the Bible, you're in the best position because we're dealing with law here. So that's the best thing about KevRow. We're dealing with law most of the time right here. So their law. So trying to figure it out, right? That's what we are here for. But who has been keeping you calling yourself black and dead in it is what's important. Who have been keeping you and have the same mentality as the white Klansmen. Well, the black Klansmen, Umar Johnson, Sinetta Studios, Press One, Tyreek Nasheed. A lot of these people got our people entrapped in a cold slumber, a cold sleep, and it's a spell. That's what it is. Anybody that is pledged yourself to this, hey, you can't pledge yourself, excommunicate yourself, and then sign up to be a friend. Press one, hit the like button. You can't pledge, Sachetta. You said you ain't with the monkey business. Sinetta, stop, bro. You can't pledge yourself. I pledge allegiance to white supremacy in the damn United States of America. Press one, and to the republic for what it stands on, one nation, made of many. With liberty and justice for all. That Lord have mercy. 50 nations has one. Press one. Yes, sir. You over there with the monkey business. Morris World TV was singing and dancing like Puff Daddy and Mace with Brother Polite. You see him down there having fun. Well, I'm easy eat. I got bitches galore. You may have a lot of bitches, but I got much more. Man, y'all was having fun. Boy, y'all was wiping y'all MC, but now y'all want to distance yourself from these individuals. You are who you hang out with. See, that's why I hang out with myself, because I am who I am, and you are who you are. Press one. Y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of idiots, paid and sworn to be black monkey, orangutan, chimpanzees. What's the name of the monkeys? Freedom monkeys? I apologize. What's the name of the monkeys? That's what you agreed to be. You agreed to be part of an old Arabic clown circus show. Press one by Barnum and Bailey. Press one, and you want us to believe that we some wild Moors too. Because with you, the Lloyds of London and the robber barons remain in power forever and ever. And as long as your ass can be a circus monkey and sing and dance and talk black, 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 you have pledged yourself, brother. Press one. I said you have pledged yourself, brother, to monkey business.
Not like this. Not like this.
And no wonder why you hate God. You hate the God of Scripture because you serve the God of the sea. You want us to believe, the dead woman is gone. Press one. Yeah, that old ancient Asia. Press 1. Oceanas. Press 1. The wife of who? And we gonna get back to that. Bars. See, Brother Polite found out. Like the rest of y'all gonna find out. Without that hat, you ain't got no power. Press. You ain't got no motherfucking power. Press 1. Your head different when your head is shaped like that. Press 1. See? Just a bunch of drool trolls waiting to get around and get ahead and replace us to Africa. Y'all believe in the same Garvey, Ike genocide, uproot, and uplift. You can't kidnap somebody from California, traffic them way to motherfucking Idaho, then say, man, y'all got to get IDs from Idaho now. Y'all from Idaho. No, I'm not. I'm from way the fuck back over there. You can't take me, bro. Take me back, bro. And then when I get there, man, you got to sign up to be a Californian again. I should kick y'all ass. All of my paperwork is right here, bro. That's all. Just 1. You was been over there. That's all technically. Just 1. Now fuck you. Demolish these clowns. I love every bit of it. What's up, family? Hit that like button. See, when you sign up to be a monkey that lives on the back of a turtle, to you that means you in Wonderland. If I would have told Malcolm X, which I would be believing today what he was fighting.
Not like this. Not like this.
Boy, if I'd have told black ass Khalid Muhammad what you niggas would be doing right now. Whoo-wee. Black power. There is no power when you're dead. You're dead, that's it. Y'all don't let these little religious cults made in the Sahara Desert some goddamn where convince you to replace your name with a term called blackity black. Press 1, and as long as a nigga can shuffle some feet and scream from the top of his lungs, I'm black and I'm proud, boy, you can be accepted in this community. Well, that's the lowest form of piece of shit you can go. Oh, fuck it, I'm a monkey. And I'm proud. Nigga never thought past those types of moments. Just, yeah, we was Africans and we was brought over on slave boat. You didn't tell us the Africans murdered us when we got there. Marcus Garvey's in them set us up. If your ancestors to come back and talk right now on this microphone, they'll say Marcus Garvey and them set us up and they got us over there, and then their friends, them goddamn Selassie, and they attacked us and murdered us all, and then them and the robber baron stole our names and our sovereignty, and now they live here. That's what they'll say. Opening up governorships and asylums everywhere. Press 1 put us in a doc-style situation. Marcus Sanger killed about 200 million of us and then sterilized us all and then attacked us with chemical warfare. That's what our ancestors would say. Not that they was on the bottom of no damn ship, no damn where. Press 1. That's the best you brothers got is bliggity black and former slaves from Moors. Not today. Moors don't got no damn
Not like this.
birth records in America. The only time they got to America is when they was riding around that imaginary ass Christopher Columbus on them paintings like this. There he is. The first snitches in the federal government was a bunch of Moors underground like rats. Press 1 working for France, trying to blend in with us. That's what our ancestors would say. I'm having down low. Sisters, I'm having down low. That's what our ancestors would say. It was them niggas with them red hats driving them little cars and shit. There's one always clowning around, trying to steal our identity. Tariq Nasheed trying to take our reparation. Big-headed ass. Big, boulder-headed ass. Press 1. Big old off-duty officer looking ass. Press 1. He the type of off-duty officer that work at the bank in them little Hawaiian shirt. Press 1 with them Vaseline greased up ass curls on the top.
Not like this. Not like this.
Just greased up and sitting out there like they ain't doing nothing with their hands holding. Yeah, I'm just sitting here, doop. Come here. Press 1. Piece of shit. And so, no, I call them piece of shit because their ideological subversive tactics stink. You know, they pretend to be for us, and then you realize these brothers been just for themselves the whole time. They been just trying to get you involved in nothingness business that ultimately always leads back to you and the feds. Always. It never. Nipsey Hussle told Tariq Nasheed, man, help if they come in. That nigga ain't helped nothing. He was the last one. You know why? Because niggas ain't shit. Press 1. Them niggas they don't believe in God. When you go back and watch that tape, you can tell Nipsey was just like, bro. And it just like, you can see him just really fumbling character like, I ain't shit, is what your aura said. No, I ain't shit, I ain't helping. In fact, I'm here to set you up, nigga. If you really want to know the truth be true, that's what you look like. That's what you smell like. Sulfur, niggas. Press 1, they just stink. Them Pan-African niggas and these niggas right here they call leaders, they just smell like them New Jack City niggas. I knew that nigga from somewhere looking at. Press 1. They on at the academy. I love breaking these brothers down in this manner because ain't too many people that can do it. You know, not who we got here today. Who we got? We got Tariq Nasheed and my good friend Umar Johnson. Both of them ain't nothing but some more back-breaking, more bucking, tethered Aryans. Press 1. Tartarians. Press 1. They ain't nothing but a bunch of tethered Aryans. Say it with me. Tethered Aryans equals Tartarians. Say it with me. Tethered Aryans equals Tartarians. Okay? Say it with me. One more time. FBA, Blackamore, the other us. Tethered Aryans. And now you got the real Aryans in power because they want to play and play the race game. So we're going to play the race game. The other you, tethered Aryans, part 1. Hit the like button and subscribe. What a show already. See? When you a tethered Aryan, you want to take the identity of the Victorians and the Virginians, the original people, the organic people of this land by labeling yourself a what? FBA. We've been here long as the generation. Well, and technically white people is FBA. Why y'all organizations always lead back to everybody else but us? White people are FBA too. They foundationally black. Who built the nation? They was indentured worker. Remember? So, FBA ain't nothing but people who immigrant again. So if a person come to you and say they foundationally black, you are foundationally an immigrant for black. What? You don't believe me? We just talked about the tethered situation. But since you don't believe me, press 1. Since you don't believe me, that's a damn shame. They gotta go through all this tethered. What is it? It's a term used by members of the American Negro ethnic group referred to later in history and later on African American FBA, ADOS. Both of them the same thing. Both of them is French. All of them is a bunch of French, German, blacks, immigrant families who came over and immigrated in the early 1900s. So if you immigrated here in the 1900s And you say, man, we third and fourth generation who hate thee because your ass is an immigrant. Your forefathers was immigrants too. And now you trying to say foundationally black? That means permanently black. I don't want to be foundationally, because our people wasn't calling ourselves black. Our people, so how are you calling yourself foundationally black from the foundation? You were sovereign. You were freeman at your inception. You were birthed here and born from the dust of this land before anybody who would consider themselves federally black. That's what it means. It ain't foundationally black. It's federally black. Y'all foundations always lead back to a nigga being dead in law. I don't want to be dead in law. I need to be able to speak. Y'all like being black. That's what's wrong with the black man today. He don't mind being dead. Yeah, you don't mind being dead. See, I mind, nigga. Every time I feel like I'm dying, the nigga drink some water and wake up. Nigga drink some coffee. I don't even want to think about it. Press one. Y'all just enjoy it. Y'all sit back and just stay silent. That's how you dead. I'm sitting up here wondering why these niggas ain't talking. My bad. I'm alive. My bad, ladies. I was waiting on the niggas to be like, oh shit. But no, I would have to accept what I am, and I am alive. Press one. I don't know about you. So I know how to speak. I know what I'm looking for. I know what I'm climbing out of. See, the black men want to be black and live in allegories. That way they just remain part of the dead. They just want to believe in allegories and have no lessons in law and don't want to be lawful. They want to make believe God's law, then live it. And I had to understand that. So I ain't getting upset with you. I ain't finna sit up here and age while y'all just remain dead. No, if you not dead, then you can hear. Press one. I'm gonna let my little homie get on this track. Press. Brother, I'm just trying to tell you, you got to be alive, fellas, to go here. KevRow is about being alive. It's about choosing Christ, bro. Not choosing death. Your lips can move, nigga. You ate breakfast this morning. Press one. You was talking to your wife. Take that. Yeah. You went and ordered some food and move your lips and free yourself. And how you show that you are free and want to be free. And then you got to call out with knowledge and what is God? What is God? Who is that? So we going to get to it. B, from Texas, you on the air.
Yes, sir. Hey, glad to call in. We're going to do it every time. Hey, they ain't wasting no time. We ain't neither.
Man,
yes, sir.
So you see my topic, the tethered Aryans, the Tartarians. Press one.
For real. The Tetherians. Yeah, they
hold up. We gonna name them, right? We finna coin it. I'm finna change my whole. This is the study of how do you say this?
The Tetherians.
No,
the Tetherians.
The Tetherians.
the Tetherings. Them tetherings, they like to tether, hook up, try to cleave on to Jacob. Now, ain't the scriptures real?
They trying to cling on to Jacob like, you remember when, oh my goodness, yes, I seen it.
I said, wow, bro. They, and then one thing I've been seeing in the research, bro, all 50 nations get these rhesus monkey acceptors to play us and to try to lead our people in a different ways. I said, God, dog, they don't stop.
Now guess what, bro? Now what I'm about to put on the of course you crazy. They need them to be us so bad.
For real.
Right? So I'm finna put on the screen what black is in Wikipedia, so our people wake up. All right, so let's get to the basics of what black is. That's not on law. We're not even dealing in the incompetence in the real word of black. Let's look at Wikipedia. Okay, blacks is a racialized classification of people. You heard that?
a racialized classification.
A
So we
racialized
racialize.
classification of people, usually a political and skin color based category for specific populations with a mid to dark brown complexion. Not all people considered black have dark skin. In certain countries, often in socially based systems of racial classification in the Western world, the term black is used to describe persons who are perceived as dark skinned compared to other populations. It is most commonly used for people of sub Saharan African ancestry, indigenous Australians, and Melanesians.
There they go with their melanin.
Mel-
Everybody, there they go.
Melanesians, I repeat.
Melan
Huh?
Melanesians. So use a black Asian, basically.
Through it is being applied in many contexts to other groups and no indicator of any close ancestral relationship whatsoever to indigenous African societies do not use the term black as a racial identity.
See, see, there you go right there. Talking about your ancestors, man, get out of here, bro. Wikipedia even know.
Contemporary anthropologists and other scientists, while recognizing the reality of biological variation between different human populations, regard the concept of a unified, distinguishable black race as socially constructed. Different other societies apply different criteria regarding who is classified black, and those social constructs have changed over time. In the number of countries, social variables and affect classification as much as skin color, and the social criteria for blackness vary. In the United Kingdom, black was historically equivalent with a person of color, a general term for non-European people, while the term person of color is commonly used and accepted in the United States. The near sounding term colored person is is highly offensive except in South Africa, where it is descriptor of a person of mixed race. In other regions,
Colored.
in other
They be listening to Ice-T and be jamming. Colors.
I am a nightmare walking, psychopath talking. Oh my God.
God, no,
We free the people though. I love freeing the people. This is such a blessing.
Yes, sir.
Damn, they said a bunch of iced tea.
For real. That's all I can hear.
So that's on Wikipedia, bro. Just to give
So
our people
what
an idea of the term. We're not even talking Black's Law or 1828 or nothing. Let's just go with black. Okay?
with black? Okay. Now, man, bro, these people, where do we begin? You got Marcus Garvey. We got W.E.B. Du Bois. All the people that these people hold in high esteem.
Facts.
Now that we looking at what's really going on with them, bro, these boys is totally against. What did they say in that video when he was saying where the tether was? Hold on, I got my notes. Okay. Tethers, according to that video, that guy said black immigrants who worked against the interests of black Americans. So we got Marcus Garvey working against the interests of black Americans. We got W.E.B. Du Bois. Got you working against the interests of black Americans. So this thing about them labeling us, I'm looking at Jesse Jackson with the labeling us African American. Now we got Tariq Nasheed. He want his. He trying to put himself in Black history. What do you say? What? FBA? I almost said FDA.
Yeah, FBA, foundationally, permanently black niggas that'll never come out of that status. Go ahead.
And what is? And then when he say foundational, the foundation is the bottom, bro.
The found,
He's straight saying we the foundation of anything is the
yeah.
bottom. Everything built
And
on top.
so foundationally black? What is it built
So
on the bottom, right? And not only that,
right,
but what are you saying as far as black? When you say you are black, what are you?
you are saying you dead, foundationally dead America, and that make me think about the bones and
Okay.
like all the stuff built on top, the
Exactly.
city.
Bingo.
So that's crazy,
So
bro.
he trying to take it
When he
into
said,
the we that was here. No, you that was here was the Moors and these people who came in the night to overthrow us and genocided our people. Period.
yes, sir.
Go ahead, champ.
Yes, sir. And I sent you a picture of like we talking about Japan and all these people saying that especially the Moors, they saying they Asiatic black man.
They are.
Yes, sir, they are. I got W.E.B. Du Bois with his clique. He took a nice picture.
Let me bring that up for the classroom. Give me about 15 more seconds. Wow. Those are all his friends.
Yes, sir.
This is how Tyreek and them take pictures with their friends when we not around. Wow.
For real.
Let's take it.
For real, bro.
So W.E.B.
And
Du Bois.
look, Black History.
Oh my goodness, we learning Black history right
Black
now.
History Month. Yeah, they ain't never show us this in school. They show us how, like, why you ain't show us this? Who you with, man? God, dog, that boy, they got him surrounded. This man here.
Yeah.
I gotta, let's see.
So So they're with them.
Yes, sir, they are.
That's why they're all Marxists.
Yep. And these ideals that they come up with, that Pan-Africanism,
Yes.
they got something called Pan-Asian also. Got the Pan-African and the Pan-Asian, they are one. And they all on liberation, liberty, not freedom.
Not
Yes,
right.
sir.
Not right. They know if it was going by right, the right isn't theirs to have.
Yes, sir. So they out here stealing birthright. They done found like you said, the black face. We gonna go ahead and they got real what they consider real blackface instead of using the
Facts,
paint. They got it. We're gonna use these people. I got this excerpt with the W.E.B. Du Bois. It says summer of 1942 in the Midwest was abnormal warm. The sweltering heat of southern Illinois beat down on a group of young black men. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Right here. It's these young black men that was out of eastern Illinois. Says they occasionally were passing by in East St. Louis would have easily mistaken them for laborers. It says they were mixed members of the Black Nationalist Parliamentary Pacific Movement of the Eastern World.
What?
Okay. Yes, sir. They call PMEW.
So these
and
are, look, where do Aryans originally come from? they said the Aryan race, with the arrival of the Aryan race, which originally from Central Asia.
Yes, sir. That's the
So they're Aryans.
Aryans. Yes, sir. They Aryans. Now, they also mentioned this group, all right,
What
the
the
Pacific
fuck?
Movement of the Eastern World, which is P. They got an acronym PMEW. All right, it said, and the Nation of Islam. It says training for an imminent invasion of the mainland United States by Japanese Empire. It says they are not prepared. It says they are not prepared to repulse the invader, but to welcome and join the fight. So they with Japan.
The Nation of
Okay.
Islam?
Yeah. It said Pacific Movement of Eastern World and
Pacific
the NOI. They were training.
with Japan.
Pacific. Yes, sir. They were training.
What? That's where Elijah Muhammad. What's his name?
That makes sense.
Oh,
Elijah Muhammad. Yes,
Muhammad.
sir. That's why he sound like that. Asiatic black man.
Is who?
Okay.
Is God.
Yep, they saying it's God. That's what they believe
What
is.
the fuck? Go ahead. I'm putting extras on it, but I love it. I love every bit of it. Big time.
Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
Okay, it says most historiography, even those concerning such movements of African American liberation, fails to include even a mention of such organizations as PMEW. All right, this is another group, and the Ethiopian Peace Movement, Chicago. It says, or NOI, notable Elijah Muhammad's deep friendship with Japanese agents. It says the stories,
shit.
figures, organizations which appear in the article should not and cannot be regulated. Regulated to mere what is this word? Incidental status in the annuals of the history of colored struggle. See, colored again. Okay. This guy says, I approach this topic not from the purely Pan-African lens, nor from the sole standpoint of Japanese history. There are countless sources for both. Rather, the 20th century histories of Black America and Japanese nation struggles are acceptance in the community of world power was at the time complicated, at times ironic, but extra capable from the rise importance of the race conflict of global politics of the late 19th century and early 20th century, okay, which often pitted colored races in an existential struggle against the white race, okay? So what I got from that was you got them coming with this colored thing, colored with all the races, but they Pan-Africans and Pan-Asians
They're
together.
all Aryans.
And they all misleading. Yes, sir, which are all Aryans. Yes, sir, all Aryans.
So
yes, sir.
white supremacy is built on Aryan power.
Yes, sir.
When you go to jail, the Nazis are considered Aryans.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they always Aryan pride, Aryan is.
Yep. And we just thinking, quote unquote, white skinned Europeans.
Facts.
But it's more to it than that. Just as we seeing.
Black
yes,
Aryans.
Sir. Black Aryans. Yes, sir. Now, all right. They would, you know how they talk about. I got another excerpt. This one is
Tartarians, Black Tartarians.
Black Tartarians. Yes, sir. Trying to like you saying, they faking to mislead our people, and they wow, bro.
Wasn't that in the
Definitely.
Pan African Conference way back then? Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They all, yes, sir. You got them all meeting together. Now, I got this other excerpt from the University of Massachusetts, Amherst. All right, it's a guy named Satoka Takashi. It says, and the flowering of the black messianic nationalism. And all right, we got here we go. It says during World War II, some 125 African Americans were arrested for resisting the draft or for exercising seditious behavior. The 20 and so persons held on more serious charges included Elijah Muhammad of the Allah Temple of Islam, a religious association. All right, then we got Midi Maud Lena Gordon of the Peace Movement of Ethiopia. All right, this was an African repatriation movement in the Garvey tradition.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir.
Oh
now
my
hold on,
God.
I'm gonna stop right there. That's it right there. I got something I'm about to send you right
everything
now.
I've been saying.
Yes,
they
sir.
were used to expatriate us and uproot us.
Yes, sir. Now I'm sending you this picture right here.
There
Hold
it
on one
is.
second.
That's it right there.
That's it. Now I got evidence. I got footage. It's not just talk. I just sent it to you.
I told y'all wasn't getting away. I told y'all.
No, sir.
Hit that like button. Hit that Cash App. Deborah Nichols, shout out to you. Cedric Jefferson, shout out to you. But hey, shout out to Royal Purple. What's that $100 contribution to the program? Love you, girl. Good looking. I love that. I love the support that I get on my program. I love that, especially the women support and really can use this information to their benefit and see real knowledge being done. It may not be in a professor setting, but this is as professor you gonna get in our community. Go ahead, champ.
Yes, sir. I just sent you that picture. I got on that picture. You see Marcus Garvey on there, and then next to him is the lady that was just talking about, Midi Maud Lena Gordon.
Okay.
She was
so who is she?
She's from the what they call the Peace Movement of Ethiopia,
Bro,
that repatriation movement.
I'm starting to think they midgets and dwarfs because he's small. Go ahead.
And I looked that up. Like I was just on some simple stuff. Like what was his height? They saying 6'3".
Hell no.
But when I got a picture of him going to jail, boy, you don't look no 6'3".
Yeah,
I don't believe
he's
it.
smaller than the other people. The white man that was taking him to jail, he way smaller than him. 6'3". I'm 6'3". The fuck? What? Stop.
Now look, that's a donkey she's sitting on, Kel.
See?
A donkey not tall as a horse.
Nuh-uh.
He barely taller than a donkey.
Damn.
So that proves something else.
You know what that proves to me, boy? That proves to me, damn, this is Napoleon in the flesh, nigga. This is Jim Kong-un, Genghis Garvey. This is him, bro.
Genghis Garvey.
I knew it. He wasn't. I like that you said he ain't smaller. He ain't bigger than that damn donkey. Look at that. She own it, sitting sideways as a woman. So if she get off of that, she probably taller than him, or she may be the same size.
Yes, sir.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
still.
sir.
If he's sitting in the side of a vehicle, he's getting pulled over as a minor. Boop, pull that over. Boop, boop. Boy, little kid, bro, who will you grab my man, bro? This ain't right. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead. So this organization
Yes, sir.
did what?
They were known for repatriating. So getting our people to basically give up
Denounce
their stuff.
voluntarily
Denounce.
denounce themselves. What does that mean in the Nation of Islam and these people back in the day?
Give up your
do
name.
okay, so how do you do that?
You give up you give up your name by taking on X or whatever they want you to take on.
So the movie Malcolm X and giving up your name and the white man was a counter intelligence program to give up your basic freedoms.
Yes, sir, and become black.
Black in law and dead.
Yes, sir.
And to give up your name. And mark your name
Yes, sir.
as an X. That means somebody can sign for you. You know when X marked the spot, what's right
Oh, yes, sir.
there? So when
They got a signature line.
What you say? They got a signature what?
Yeah, got a signature line.
Hey.
Go ahead and sign right here.
Sign right here. So, no. Sign an X. Your new name is X.
Yes, sir. The next person that they bring in go sign their name right there.
Right
That's their
there.
new name.
That's their new name. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. God, dog.
Willingly, right? Advertise it all
yep.
over the place with another dwarf, Spike Lee, and all that.
Yep. Now, another thing, they got more organizations. I'm about to read that's on the same tip. All right. Okay. We stopped at the Peace Movement of Ethiopia. One of the in the Garvey tradition says Reverend Ethelberg A. Brewster of the International Assembly of the Church of Freedom League. It says a Hebrew organization, a black Hebrew organization, and Bishop David D. Irwin and General Lee Butler, leaders of the Pacific Movement of the Eastern World. That's that PMEW.
Yes.
It says they were immigrationist group. Okay, so all right. Hold on, I got the definition of immigrationist. So all these people on the same tip, getting our people to jump in these groups and then
give up their sovereignty.
Then go from
and
there.
Pledge to be.
Give it up.
Yeah, pledge pledge their names away. And it's pretty much like Jim Jones and all that other stuff back in the day where you literally you expatriate yourself to become dead in law under new guidance, under new sovereignty, under what? More? Under a Moorish Moroccan flag and stuff like that.
Yes, sir.
What type of flag the Nation of Islam got? Moroccan?
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Huh?
The star and the crescent moon.
What? Right?
That's a turkey flag.
Turkey.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
So that's more. That's the Moors again.
Cold turkey.
Straight up.
What? Okay.
And they saying that the immigrationist, they saying a person who promotes immigration. So, it's simple. Like, they just getting our people to be immigrationists. All right, let me go back.
Oh, so it's an Avid Dynasty of Morocco flag. So it's a different flag in Morocco. It's a lot of them.
You got the one with the star.
Yeah.
Alone, the 5-pointed star.
Yeah, the crescent moon and the star.
Yes, sir. And ain't the Ethiopian flag the same thing?
See?
Yes, sir.
See?
That 5-pointed star again.
Go ahead, though.
And we found out.
Go ahead. We found out what?
You remember you was telling us about the star Ethiopia with W.E.B. Du Bois. They promoting the same things. Okay. All right. It says the arrest brought to light the extent of strong pro-Japanese sentiments among African Americans that the authorities, not to mention black middle class, spokespersons quickly dismissed as the uttering of a small number of fantasies. The reality, however, was that pro-Japan feelings among black workers as well as black middle class had been built since the turn of the century, following Japan's celebrated victory over the Russian fleet. This move was given greater impetus during the worst years of the Great Depression by the experience in Detroit of a Japanese national known as Major Sakata Takashi, who took command of the association known as the Development of Our Own. Mr. Takashi initial organizing activities in Detroit, Chicago, St. Louis, and the ripple effect thereof led to the messianic expectations on the part of 10,000 African Americans throughout the Midwest, the upper and lower Mississippi Delta, east central Oklahoma,
Right.
the New York, New Jersey region, that Japan's Imperial Army would free them from the ravages of American racism through the employment of newspaper articles, FBI documents, military intelligence reports, and court records. The author was reconstructed a history which, up until the present, had been almost completely forgotten. So, bro, they all were on this same thing, just hidden from like you was telling me the other day about the swarm, the cabbage patch swarm.
Yes.
They swarming from all different areas.
Yes.
You got, but they all together.
They
The
all
50 nations, we
they're
can see
all
it.
Aryans.
All Aryan.
And under the
Now,
black sun and the Serapis flag, the black sun is Japanese flag. Then
Yes, sir.
true Christianity and the true America is formed on top of the Republic.
Yes, sir.
You see?
Now, I definitely see.
Go ahead.
Now, another thing, they were just talking about the Russians and the Japanese, how they supposedly battling and all of this. Bro, I got this picture I'm about to send you right here. These are these people from the Russian-Japanese war. And I'm sending it to you right now. When we look at them, it's like, whoa, bro. They got, here you go, hold on. I just seen it. They talking about the Asiatic black man as God. Now we can understand even more the visuals on this.
Yeah, I got that picture up right now. I was sent this picture, actually, and
Okay, you already got all right.
I already had it up, and I'm like, what in God's name? And if the this is all this is them, and they got the NOI. I ain't gonna lie to you.
That's their uniform.
That's their uniform.
Yes, sir. That
What
same
the
hat.
fuck? That's why
Yes, sir.
Farrakhan looks Asian too.
Yep. Yes, sir. All these people got the same look, and then even though they of color, you like, nah, you look different, bro. You not the same. Now,
Oh my goodness.
another thing that came up was I found some newspaper articles talking about these same people, but they was associated with a group that was called the Black Dragon Society. And when I looked them up, it goes back to Japan also. then you got them saying that they looked up to Marcus Garvey again. So you got who was that? We had Mussolini, Hitler. Then now we got the Black Dragons. All of them saying they respected Marcus Garvey.
Because Marcus Garvey is what?
Genghis Garvey.
Genghis Garvey, the first. And if they agreed to carry on the black slaughter, maybe they're running the counter programs of drugs and whatever the fuck. Who knows? But
and they had
they all look foreign.
Yes, sir.
Like the Nation of Islam
Definitely
looked like
so.
a bunch of black, like a whole black foreign army who would identify as black.
Yep. Yes, sir. Because they be coming over here, like you saying, trying to be the other us.
Yeah, but
All right.
they know we're Christian, so they know we believe in the other God. So that's probably why Farrakhan be like halfway Christian, Bible believing, studied sometime, and then he goes straight into the Quran, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, yeah. That
Because God's children is not
mislead.
Yeah, God's children is not Islamic. So you're
Not
wrong.
at all.
You're counterproductive if that's God's holy people is not Islamic. So that's Ishmael.
Yep. They always try to make it like Islam is our original, like the original religion, but
Right.
that's y'all.
That's you guys' religion. But guess what? If we don't call ourselves black, we ain't with y'all.
That's right.
Because the black
Exactly.
is the tether.
And that's what you're right, that's what they're using. We all black. We all from Africa. All blacks are from Africa. We sub-Saharan.
Bingo. You sub what? Saharan.
Sub-Saharan. Yes, sir.
So that goes back into
The Out of Africa theory
Yeah.
with Marcus Garvey,
Yeah.
the Black Star Line,
bingo.
and the genocide. All right.
Aren't these people in
I
our
just-
communities doing the most?
Yeah, definitely. And then that go back to them undermining us or doing stuff that's not in our best interest.
Bingo.
They do some wild stuff, and now everybody like, oh, black people this, all these stereotypes and stuff. I'm starting to see all of that's coming from them.
That's right.
All the stereotypes.
All the stereotypes. We don't know what stereotypes is going on in different cities, and if there's a Somalian or some African or Haitian problem where they're just going rampant. I don't know. Maybe Chicago is just full of young men who are from different nations.
And all of these different nations met up in Chicago.
Bingo.
I see Chicago in all of this stuff, bro. So, yeah, like we might be thinking some people might be thinking, oh, that's us, but nah, bro, it's not us. I'm gonna read what I got. What it says: Japanese affinity with American communities. When I read that word affinity, I'm like, okay.
To
I wanted
infinity
to make
and
sure
beyond, like Buzz Lightyear.
Now, like affinity meaning like they are related. That's what it means. Whether it's blood or by ideals, affinity is
They're
they
political
related.
ideas. They have the same
Uh-huh.
political
And
agenda.
if that and blood, it said it could be both.
Good. Okay.
Okay, here we go. It says Tuskegee Institute in Alabama, founded by Booker T. Washington in 1887, was well known by certain Japanese because Japanese who had read up from slavery in translation saw in Tuskegee methods, one of the means overcoming their nation's technical lag behind the West. And Tuskegee was a mecca for not only African American but West Indians and Asians. The first Japanese student at Tuskegee who enrolled as part of the national movement to become westernized was Iwana Kawara of Tokyo. Kawara's first arrived at Tuskegee in 1906 and graduated in 1908. Washington's internationalism was brought to Tuskegee. Numerous Indian students who had escaped British rule at the turn of the 20th century, offering opportunities to connect with other internationalists such as Marcus Garvey and the Black Dragon Society, who were interested in world race politics. A Jamaican, so yes, sir, they put the Indians there with them, the East Indians,
Yeah,
be clear.
the
Tokyo.
Yeah, that's all on India,
Yes, sir.
China, India, Africa. That's all one place, bro. North,
Yes,
the
sir.
Middle East is Asians and all French, all of Europe. Europe is just one small place. Please, the only thing dividing
Yeah,
Asia and Africa is Europe. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It says a Jamaican radical activist, Marcus Garvey, viewed himself more as a disciple of Washington. In return, Washington respected Garvey's. He felt an affinity for Garvey as his slogan, "Africans for Africa for Africans."
Okay, so they are all African. Okay.
And it says it.
And they all African American. So our identity is their entryway.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
That's what Dr. King said. Remember, our
Yes,
listen,
sir.
our civil rights movement fucked us over because it allowed all immigrant rights and lesbians and women groups, all of them, to feed off of us. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. They need us to open the door for them.
Bingo. The portal, so
Okay.
to say. Go ahead.
Yes, sir. It says, Garvey's, as his slogan, "Africa for Africans," was mirrored in the Black Dragon Society's motto, "Asia for Asiatics." Generally speaking, the Japanese public agreed with those slogans and the sentiments that they embodied. For example, several Japanese in New York were rumored to have attended meetings of Garvey's United Negro Improvement Association, even made speeches there. In Los Angeles, Japanese businessmen declared that the Oriental people desire the cooperation of the colored races, that the University of Japan, situated at Tokyo, it says, and hold on.
So this is why
Yeah,
is why a lot of the Black Panthers was caught up and a lot of revolutionaries was caught up with trading with the Enemy Act, because they are Americans against Americans. And how could you be against America?
Yes, sir.
Japan and Marxists and socialism are funding you. So how could you be against America?
Exactly.
And they know that they're American. They're African American. So the truth is, sir, you're in violation. And the one who turned on the Black Panthers was who? An Asian. He was actually the informant. Go ahead, man. Just go ahead,
sir.
G.
Got him jammed up. Okay. It says, and other Japanese institutions are desirous of trading students with any race institution in the country in order that two races may become better acquainted with each other. Another member of the International Circle at
It's an insurance
sir.
policy. Go ahead. It's time that we start seeing it for what it is. Go ahead.
All right, you got this guy named Lapat Ross was a leader of the Indian nationalist movement who who visited Japan in 1915, and in July of 1920, he contributed an article to the Asian View, an English language journal. English language journal published by the Black Dragon Society. His article which was written in the epistolary form.
Wait a minute. They're all Moors.
Yes, sir. They are. You got them in India and Asia.
They're all Moors. So that's the mooring system. It's to anchor themselves. You ever seen Moana and they got caught by you ever seen Moana, the Disney movie?
Yeah, I seen it.
All right.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to tell you what you didn't get. Watch this. Remember when she went to the island and all them little coconut scavengers started chasing her, and they boats were all linked to another boat, and it was a major coconut boat, and they was chasing
her. Oh, wow.
They're tethered, bro.
Tethered.
Yes.
You right.
It's a mooring system.
Dang, so one get in and we lock in. We all tethered in.
Bingo. We're locked in. It's a tethering system. Just like we said, that's the Hope Diamond. The Hope Diamond is the mooring system. It's to keep you submerged because they're under admiralty law. It's illegal for us to go to China, but they can do that here. Japan, they can do it here. So it's important that your resources can be plundered by them, but you can't go there and plunder theirs.
Exactly. And then they use in work, school, wherever, and get one of us to open the doors to the portal, and here they come in with all this foolishness. That's crazy.
Well, they came in with all of the laws being changed. That's what they did.
Yes, sir.
They came in with the laws of the mooring system and the wheel. This is India.
Yeah, India.
Yes, we need to implement this by way of what? Politician. The politicians are controlled, and the lobbyists are who? Other Moors in different nations who have this set idea on America.
And we thinking they just regular people, but they done took oaths to uphold this. So that you're right. That's exactly how they doing it. Wow.
Yeah. 14th Amendment. You got to be. We were forced to become this. Our properties were seized, like Nazis seized Jew property. Remember? You got to seize that shit, and then implement these laws by way of this politicians. So they started amending constitutionally protected sovereign law. They started changing law, and you change laws, you change God. Say it with me. If you change laws, you change your God.
You change God.
Yes.
Wow.
Because the laws you serve is of the God you serve. Our God is what? There is no need for an amended law. You cannot change.
Because we got the law of the land and the God of the Bible. They come in with amended laws.
Yes, but we're coming in. This is why I'm starting a new class. And this is new. I'm coming in under the laws of Moses.
Yes, sir.
You coming in with the rod. You coming in with Aryan's rod. There you go, the law. And how to do what? Or orchestrate the law using the word of God, the laws of Moses. They can't go there. They don't believe in what?
They don't believe in the God of the Bible. They don't believe in it.
And they believe they're foundationally what? Dead.
They foundationally black. They did.
Yeah, they chose their gods. The state is their god, like Japan. The black what? The black sun. That's Japan's flag.
The black sun.
That's your flag too. That's black power. Black is the power. A dead black man is the power. That's the Hope Diamond. Your soul's trapped, submerged, son. I mean,
Wow.
You ever seen a sun go underwater and it don't go out? So you trapped under there,
Yeah.
anchored in the mooring system, with the sea tethered to you on your back. There's a titan, there's a mythology about that. The weight of the world on the black man's shoulder, or some
Oh yeah. Atlas.
Atlas and some other things where these different worlds are tethered to this one person and these people. And that's what we are. They're parasites, leeches. You ever seen a leech? That's a tether. Leech upon leech upon leech upon leech upon leech, ciphering the resources of this land back to their homelands so they can get rich.
Dang, that's what exactly been happening, bro. Like,
Black
dang.
power is Aryan power. When you scream black power, that's Aryan power. I had a show called The Black Nazis. Go ahead.
And ain't no difference.
Ain't no difference.
When they throw their fist up, they throwing the fist up over there too.
No,
so
but who threw the fist up? The IWW.
yes,
This
sir.
is the
The
Russian
IWW
Revolution.
throwing it up.
This is the Russian Revolution. We already proved that the Russians were black, and these are the same people. That black power
Yes,
hand
sir.
is a Marxist communist. China is communist. So what are you saying? You're just a communist. Yes. Didn't Black Lives Matter say what? And who made the most money? Asian Lives Matter. And Indian Lives Matter.
Yep.
And everybody else. Our people went to jail for rioting and looting. They made the money off the backhand right off of Blue Act.
Yes,
they
sir.
ciphered all the money and donations through Blue Act that went to do what? The Democratic Party. So the Democrats fronted the money. You see that? It made all the money off the back end to have this president, to even go at Donald Trump. And then what are these groups? Amy for president, James Wu and friends for president. 80 million here, 80 million there.
The same the children of the same people we've been naming.
Facts.
All
facts. So
all
and these
of them.
black women, Catrice, and were who? The scapegoats, knowingly. Just the scapegoats. The real money was made already, but these are people willing to be the monkey, to take the charge so we can get by. Don't worry about it. You take it for the
And they
team.
doing it.
We'll make sure you're all right.
Oh, you got 20, we're going to get you a couple. And that's
right.
crazy,
No,
bro.
don't worry about Candace Owens. She ain't nothing. Blah, blah, blah. We're putting it off on blacks. Black. And then who was to blame of Black Lives Matter? We was sitting at home watching them destroy every damn thing. It's going to play out that way as long as you don't know how to comprehend law and who they are. And know that this is counter. Antifa is Black Lives Matter. Antifa is Candace Owens to me, and Officer Tatum, and what's that? Tamika Mallory, Mason. This is all Antifa. George Soros at his finest. Go ahead.
Yep, and they doing the same. They running the same play, just different ways. But it's the same thing. You right. They run the same play.
Okay. Go ahead.
All right, here we go. I got the part where Marcus Garvey come in. It says, "Let us return to Garvey. By the time Booker T. Washington's death in 1915, Garvey had learned from Washington the ideal of economical solidarity, self-sufficiency, educational development, race-conscious pride. Garvey originally came to New York City in 1916 to raise money for a school in Jamaica that would model Washington's Tuskegee Institute. Meanwhile, Garvey used the methods of Booker T. Washington to uplift dark people of the world, placed Tuskegee in the framework.
What you reading? An autobiography or something?
No. This come from Massachusetts University. This university, they even wrote about this. Like the facts of what was going on between
The
the
Marxists, the
Japanese,
communists,
the Marxists.
the communists, damn, the communists and the black liberation groups and their focus on that. All right, go ahead.
Yes, sir. All right. What was Okay, it says, all right, Garvey came to Chicago, it says, only once in the fall of 1919 to promote his dream of a black utopia on the continent of Africa and galvanize the community with his message of radical independence. It says the purpose of Garvey's visit was to sell shares of stocks in his new project, the Black Star Line Steamship Company, to
Funded by who?
funded by J.P. Morgan. Yes, sir.
And we're gonna get these niggas
All
on these
right.
boats and have them thinking they going somewhere. Come on. And remember, this is dealing with emancipation. What did Abraham Lincoln say? We need to get them niggas right up out of
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
This is a part of it. We can get them up out of here.
for real. Okay, hold on. It says to verbally attack Robert Abbott, founder of the Chicago Defender, who had criticized Garvey in the newspaper in a public address. However, Garvey was not given a chance to make the speech. He wasn't given a chance. Hold on.
All right, stay right there. Stay right there, cause whatever
Okay.
that is, cool. We got that. We got.
Yeah, we got the gist of it.
Yeah, we
Yes,
got
sir.
the gist of it. They doing this. But guess what? Here goes something better. Here goes something even better. Not that one is better than the other. But somebody just
No,
sent
I'm
me this.
listening.
Check this out. Check this shit out. This is what I love about this program, B. So, I think this is Shiva sent me X marks the spot, right? Remember the X signature?
Mhm.
All right, an X signature, an X mark signature is made. Oh no! This is for his glory.
Okay.
Okay, an X marks the signature is made by a person who is unable to append a full signature to a document due to illiteracy or disability.
Not like this.
Oh.
Not like this.
Let me say that again, my people. Press 1 if you fully understand what I'm saying. Press 1 and hit that cash app. Royal Purple cannot be the only one contributing to this. I know Nation of Islam people and my people is here, but guess what? You got to subscribe and support too, because an X mark signature is made by a person who is unable to append a full signature to a document due to illiteracy or disability. So you know what that mean, B? Let them know what that mean, B.
That means you incompetent of the law.
You are
Me,
retarded.
that's what I see. You don't understand. Yes, sir. You can't read the law.
My name Forrest Gump. Can I sit here? Press what? Can I sit here? Press what?
This shit here taken. Mark the X shit all over there.
You can't sit here. Press what?
For real. God, dog it, bro. Now everything hit different when you start knowing like what they really meaning when they saying the stuff.
Not like
God,
this.
dog.
Not like this.
That's sad, man.
Golly,
You just
boy.
signed up to be illiterate. And then they gonna say the white man ain't teach you how to read and write, and now you're dumb, and then that's fucked up. This is what
Yeah,
it
don't
is.
worry about signing your name. Just hit the X right here. That's all we need. Dang. So that's all they needed. That's crazy.
Okay. Now let's go to the breakdown of the word illiterate. Now that we know what, hold the fuck up, hold your marbles,
Yeah.
family. So if you are if it's due to illiteracy, don't you want to find out what illiteracy mean in a noun format? It means the state of being untaught or unlearned, want of a knowledge of letters, ignorance. So you a nigga.
Oh, that's why they said nigga is an ignorant person. Oh, bro.
That's why they say nigger is an ignorant person, because you are in a state of unbeing and untaught and unlearned, and a want of knowledge of letters, like Elmo world, la 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 la, la 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 la, Elmo's world.
Dang, that's that's messed up, bro.
Oh, so
But
they
they,
joined you up to be black and dumb. Damn.
dang. So that's where all that come from, bro. Dang.
Yes,
The greater understanding of this is like, what, bro? It ain't that they, dang, bro. They signed up to be illiterate, to be
bro.
dumb.
Bro, that goes back to the monkey brain. But they signed up to be.
Like,
It's real, bro. And we know our
it's real.
Islamic brothers understand what I'm saying. And I know it'll get you upset that it's me telling you because y'all see me as funny or maybe a little disrespectful because of how y'all got at my scripture in the fall. That's how we get out. Y'all want some war? Then it is what it is. But you know I'm telling the
It
truth.
is.
You know, and I got to be a very intelligent person. We got to be intelligent people to get this and give it to you.
And that's the truth. The truth is what the truth is. That's what the truth is.
So what if they
Dang,
mark
bro.
all X's on their paperwork, their deeds, and all this? They can be stolen.
Easy. Easy.
Bingo. A sister in the chat room just brought that up. You can steal that. X marks the spot.
Boom. We got all these names. X marks the spot.
Facts.
Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, nigga, own your whole business. Like, oh yeah, Jamil Knight, huh?
And who gonna be able to tell the difference between my ex and your ex, if that
Nobody.
even is? You see what I'm saying? Nobody. They just mark the X on the. I don't have to know your language or nothing. I just know how to write an X on the paperwork. Hey, see, sign right here. Stolen.
Jameer X,
God.
brand new house bought, and then oh my goodness, oh my
That's
goodness.
messed up, bro.
But hey, this is what it is. This is what an awakening is. It is messed up and it is ugly, but it's the truth. How you know it's the truth? You can see, can't you? You can hear the
Straight up. You can see.
Sheesh.
Golly. And then we already know these things, but from a different vantage point, the way we
Yes.
was taught about this stuff. They saying like, oh, our people wasn't allowed to read. We didn't know how to read, which I'm like, like I hear what y'all saying, but I know my people, you know what I mean? But then they go, do it in a time immemorial type of deal, with the slave getting beat on his back, he wasn't allowed to read.
Damn.
But now we understand it in law. It's like, oh, bro, he was illiterate to the law and what y'all was doing with this corporate contracts, basically.
Bingo.
Got you signing an X. Oh man, not even knowing they robbing you. Oh, here you need this or that. Oh, no worries, bro. Just sign right here. Just put an X. We don't need, we don't need all
No.
that. Just
Your
put an X.
name is already X. You agreed that your name is X. It ain't gonna be nothing to get you to.
Yeah.
Your name is already X.
Exactly.
I put an X.
Yeah.
Sign your name.
Yeah, because
With
name
X.
right
We
here.
gonna do the rest. That's right.
Damn. Signed up for it.
This is what you signed up for.
Ooh-wee. Yes, sir.
So,
Wow, bro.
so let me get this straight. Let me show you something. So Aryans
Okay.
come from Central Asia.
Yes, sir.
So what does Asia mean?
The meaning of Asia?
Yeah, Asia. Where does this stuff come from?
Well, the rising sun. Wow. It's the rising sun.
How you say that?
That's what the origin of the name is, like, even if they name babies Asia, says, lively, the rising sun, because they saying, I guess the sun rises in the east, sets in the west.
Okay.
That's based on the name.
Okay. So where do Aryans come from? Asia.
From Asia. So they all Asian. That's
No,
hey,
no,
you
no,
know what
no.
that make
Asians are Aryans.
Asians are Aryans. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
What's the difference between an Asian and India? The people of India. Shit, the color they skin. They
Mm,
black because they all
Skin, that's
speak.
it.
They all believe in the same gods over there, many different ones, and they can talk to each other.
Yeah. Now, even when I look it up, it says that way, calling it a continent. It says it's bounded by
Now
Europe
look, now
and the
look.
Arctic.
Bounded by Europe.
The Arctic, Pacific, and Indian Ocean. So that's all of them right there, bundled up.
Look, the arrival of the Aryan race, which was originally from Central Asia, a new culture emerged in India. This is called the Vedic culture of the plains of River Saraswati and later in the plains of the River Ganga.
Hey, you know what that made me think about even still?
What?
Kim? Remember Joe Biden and the president of India was saying that they related. You remember that?
Yeah.
So dang, that's it. That's the truth. They all the same people. They all Aryan. And then they ride under the swastika also. The Indians,
Yeah. They ride under the
they got the
swastika?
Yes, sir.
They do.
Say that's it. That's the same thing. So they are all Aryan. Wow. So all these people coming against all God's people, bro.
Well, check this out.
Right here in America.
Check this out. There's a goddess named Hesione Pronoia. She was the minor goddess of foresight, Prometheus' wife, named Asia.
Oh shit. So they all got that flame too.
What?
So that flame, Prometheus,
Okay,
the
then.
fire.
Come on. This is the wife of Prometheus.
Damn, I didn't even know that point. Yeah, that's crazy. All the stuff they mythology is telling on them, bro. God dog it.
Remember, Seramis is God. Serapis' wife of the sea, but this is that version of it.
So they all,
Yeah, they're the same. They all believe in the
ta-
same gods. They all believe in the same stuff.
they
Yeah.
just different names.
Yes.
Dang.
Oceanus. So they are children of Oceanus. That woman moving across the sky, that blessing, that white woman who they see moving for across America, that's Oceanus.
Yeah.
Statue of Liberty, that's Oceanus. That's Semiramis. Oceanus. So that's why there's a new birth.
So
Berth. They're all coming by way of Oceanus, the law of the sea.
right, maritime law. That's what they are
Maritime
under
law.
maritime. They seafarers, which make them Moors.
Makes them and seafarers make them Moors.
Yes, sir.
They came from
Yeah,
her. So we know not just her father, but we know who their mother is.
know your mama
The,
too.
the whore of Babylon. You know why she a
Right.
whore? Because she got many kids. Stupid.
Many kids.
Yes.
And got
And by many different daddies. By different baby
Yes,
daddies.
sir.
That's what makes her a whore.
Wow, bro. That's a hell of a breakdown on that for real.
Yes. That's what makes her a whore.
And then if we go a whoring that, like the scripture say, we become whores by following that. We can't follow that. We got to stick to our God.
Moors
they all
following
serve-
whores.
Moors following whores. Yeah, dug it. Yes, sir.
The ultimate son of a bitch.
Damn, literally.
These are the children of Prometheus. This is the immaculate conception, children of the devil. Remember, Prometheus was hung where? Over.
He was hung off a mountain.
Right, in a cross format, right? These people don't
Mm-hmm.
praise Jesus. They worship Prometheus and his wife, his bride. That's not Mary.
That's Prometheus,
His wife.
and then
That's right. That's
damn,
why
that's
on Passion
crazy,
of the
bro.
Christ, that little devil child was there at the end. That was the continue. Boom, nigga. Boom. Children of the corn, children
Oh,
of the devil. Cabbage Patch Kids. The equation of equations. Now hit that Cash App and support this broadcast. And don't play with me.
dang, bro, you broke it down to the fullest, and then like you was talking about,
Y'all
and
ain't never heard my man be like this.
I ain't gonna lie, my brain was like, straight up, like,
You gotta wake up with ambition in your heart. You gotta do this for the people for real. You feel me, B? You gotta
yes, sir.
press the line, nigga. So fuck it.
Hey, you smashed it. You got me stuttering too, for real.
And
But shit, you never heard me like this.
I
Straight
seen
up.
every vision you had in your head though. It was moving fast. It was like
Yeah, I'm thinking about all that at once. I'm like, damn, look at.
boom.
Yes, sir,
So
man.
that's your beast from the sea. Children of the children of the womb, of the maternal, the what? The mechanical mother. Made
The
of what?
mechanical
That's
mother.
right.
And they love their matriarch.
That's right. They love
That's
their
what they
matriarch.
pushing.
That's their
the
mother.
matriarch. Dang, mama's boys.
Boy, yeah, because Papa dead. So, understanding that legally, allegorically, is very important to your awakening. You feel me?
Yeah, it is. Because you can see it. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I had to pause for a second. I'm trying to get my words together, but I'm like, dang, bro,
Yeah.
that's deep. That's deep for real. But we can see it. You right.
Well,
We can see it.
that's what that's why I said before we started today. The people who believe in the scripture and kind of studied a little bit better at better odds because they'll be able to see the most. Like, whoa, that's what that is, and that's the blessing. And it's just like, yeah, that's God's work right there. This is all God's work. Don't you forget it. You know.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And for it to be brought like that where we can see it, and now they get you out of the allegory. It's real.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
it's not a game. It's
Oh yeah, they
everything
nothing.
that's
This ain't mama's
It's
religion, little man. This is real. This is real. That Statue of Liberty right
It's
there.
real.
That's what it is. That's their portal. That was their birth. BERTH. They all came by way of ship and set their tether right there at Ellis Island, White Island, and all the islands around. Started the Cabbage Patch takeover. Immigration right at the port.
Dang, the Cabbage Patch takeover.
And Cabbage Patch tactic take over all that by the mooring system. So they're all Moors. Okay? So let's not get that twisted. This the new knowledge. This is real. They're all Moors. Our stance is what? They're all Moors.
That's it. That's it. They all more.
Yeah.
And then them hats, all that stuff makes sense now. Them hats with the Moors hat. Because at first I used to be like, man, how y'all got white people wearing these hats
Yeah.
with your little clump
You
on
know-
the Shriners? Now we
Now
got
you
We
know.
now. Got 'em.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Man, KevRow or nothing. They ain't heard anything nowhere else. They ain't gonna tell you because they took an oath to silence.
Bingo.
The truth right here, bro. Yes, sir.
Bingo.
Ooh,
You can't talk this and you took no oath now. You feel
for
me?
real.
Nah, you gotta know
They
this.
can't do it.
Nah, you can't do it. You can't even speak on it. So they best bet is to just run. Like in the Matrix, when Neo finally discovered that, they just run. Don't even fight him when it come to this. Don't even come at Mr. Gillespie because he know us better than we knew ourselves. He know us like he knew us, like George Washington himself gave it to him. Like George knew they was gonna do this. Press one, like you was in the
For
word
real.
of God. Didn't Moses fight the Moors?
Yep.
Huh?
Whooped them.
Whooped them. So that's what we
Whooped
got to
them
do. Bring the laws of who? Who whooped
with
them?
the power of God.
That's right. And brought it into
Yes, sir.
law, boys, little kids.
Yes, sir.
You feel me?
That's it,
Yeah,
bro.
so Moses didn't like them. So what the fuck I look like?
For real. I ain't your friend. Nah.
Nah,
Y'all friends.
y'all killed Moses. What happened when they was up in there in the green pasture?
Oh, in the green pasture.
Yeah, what they was
Yeah,
up to?
Moses. They was killing the children. The children.
Of Israel.
Moses, God had to send them up, children of Israel,
That's right.
and that's what they
And
still
that's
do
their
today.
job is to do what? Sit up there, corrupt, and to steal and to kill the children of Israel and laugh about it till later. But guess what? Wrong one, nigga. Go
Jokes
ahead,
on
kid.
them. Yes, sir. Jokes on them. Laugh now, cry later. For real.
Yeah.
That's how it's going. That's how it is. It's written. But
So Umar
man,
Johnson,
yeah,
and Tariq Nasheed are a part of the mooring system for sure. To keep you submerged by being a black diamond in the rough, way down there at the bottom. So far at the bottom, you submerged, and you don't even know. So why not let Japanese people and all other Aryans come into your
just take.
ports link themselves to you by the term black. You didn't agree to that term, and ain't no Moor or no Shriner ain't gonna put no term on you that fits the benefit of the Rockefeller, the Lloyds of London, all of the slave traders, the Arabs, every damn body. How it just so happen to fit? How come your laws are so anti us? Go ahead, King.
That's exact. And that's exactly what they did. They come with they laws and try to put it over the top, and then train our people, the ones they can get,
They
to be
said for the
just like that.
republic for which it stands on, press one. Yes,
Yes,
it
sir.
it just
That
hit
is
you
exactly
right.
what they said.
Right.
Yes, sir.
That's right.
And then think about what they doing, what they physically doing. The Bellamy pledge. They all got their hands in that salute while they saying it.
They said what?
Dang, that's wild. You know, that Bellamy pledge, when they pledged allegiance to the flag, the original was the same salute as the Nazi salute, the Bellamy
All right.
pledge.
Watch this. Watch this. I got breaking news. This just happened. The Rainbow Bridge between U.S. and Canada closed following an explosion.
What?
You man, talk your shit. What you say?
Locked down.
They said it.
And out of portals. They
Well,
closing
the
everywhere.
bridge, the Rainbow Bridge. You know what a bridge is? It's a portal.
It's
It's
a
a
big
crossing.
tether.
It's a tether. And the rainbow is what?
The rainbow is the covenant originally. That's what it
The
represents.
remembering of the what?
The remembering of the covenant.
Of the covenant. Of the contracts.
Yes, sir. The contract.
Honor your oath
So,
or be cut off.
yes, sir. Because, and that's exactly what that is. And the contract was cut off.
Well, that's very symbolic at
It
10:16
is.
a.m. So go ahead and finish what you was doing. Go ahead.
Well, shoot, that's wow. That man, Kelby, I ain't gonna lie, you getting me today, boy. It's so much hitting my brain over here popping. I straight forgot where I was, but I ain't like all that stuff happening.
Shout out to
as
Taylor
we speak,
Hornick with that
like,
$50 contribution to this program. Hit that cash app. Stephen Watson, shout out to you. Man, let's do it. Go ahead, King. Moore's system
what
is this is real freedom and redeeming in your mind first. Even the Bible says you are renewing in your mind.
it is.
All
It's
right,
a new
then.
way of seeing everything. That didn't happen.
Man,
Wow.
we don't change the world right here, live on the air. All this time it took to begin the process of mentally, one person, two people, three people, the 100 monkey syndrome coming into effect, live and direct. Go
has
ahead,
be
King.
has the 100 monkey syndrome has begun.
Has begun.
Wow.
Go ahead.
Yes, sir. Now, I'm just looking like, man, we understand who is who now. It ain't like they saying with just this color, this black thing, because even what you read earlier with black being, they considering just a skin color. It's not. We know what it is. Is being in a dead state, and then with them saying that they white, they letting us know they Aryans. They all
Yes.
Aryans, so it don't. They all Aryans, bro.
So Aryan
So
power is white power, white status power.
is white power.
So the
Yes,
Nazis
sir.
aren't some hillbillies that said, "Oh man, white power, man, walking up the street." That's what they want you to think about.
That make their job easier if we stay in that mindset. For real, like all fools, they don't get it. They don't get it yet. They ignorant and illiterate. They don't understand. For real, it's totally different than what the. Why they say the truth is wilder than the lie. God,
Stranger than
dog
fiction.
it.
The truth is stranger than
For
fiction.
real,
To know
it
Prometheus
is.
and his wife, you've been
That's deep.
immaculate concepted, America. Now listen to me. You have attached yourself to a mechanical mother. Listen to me, America. Listen to the sound of my voice sounding like the Honorable Elijah Muhammad right now and Louis Farrakhan. Listen to the sound of my voice. You're nothing more than a Japanese monkey. That's all you is. Okay? And we're going to prove it here. The monkey. And how they turned Americans into monkeys. Right, B?
Straight up, got them with monkey mind.
And they're attached to
Man,
their
and they
mechanical mother. And y'all ain't nothing but a bunch of what? Orphan babies. So orphans,
Yes,
having
sir.
orphans, don't make you organic heirs. The Japanese know why they have the casinos and all of these great things. It doesn't make you heirs to nothing. But the right
Nope, you just accept.
but the privilege to cross the street and not you better not spit no bubble gum out on them roads or I'll give you a ticket. Go ahead.
And then that picture of all those so-called Indians, which we know are Asians, with them holding that flag, it makes more sense. That flag, the swastika flag, makes more sense. We understand it now.
What you mean those black Frenchmen?
No. You remember you had the picture of the federalized Indians holding the swastika?
Oh, yeah, that was upholding the swastika. And he
Now,
had it on his garments and all of that. Make more sense,
yeah,
don't it?
that's make more sense
Yeah,
now. Now all of y'all riding, that's what y'all are, Aryan Nation.
Aryan
All
Nation.
of y'all,
A
y'all
bunch of
federalized Aryans. This is wild.
the tethered Aryans. And now this is us. You remember? Did you go back and watch the movie Us?
No, I hadn't seen Us yet.
Bro, go
I hadn't
back and
seen
watch
it, bro.
the movie Us, bro. They're tethered. Bro, these people are our other tethered. We got to break this down so our people can know. You got to watch the movie. I'll send it to
I'll
you.
make
as a
sure I
gift.
watch it tonight.
Man. Okay, damn. You got to watch the movie because it's very important to what? What we discussed.
To understand it.
Yeah, how they go,
Yes, sir.
how they
I'll make
been
sure
living our lives through white benefit. Their job is to keep us black. Their job is to blackity, bliggity black. My job is to raise you above being dead. That's our job. Is to raise them up from the dead state. You see?
come alive. Time to come alive.
Bingo. You gotta. Even if your legs, because it's a process. It's like a person in a coma for 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 years, 80 years, 70 years, and you gotta move your elbow to show some sign of life before they cut the thing off.
Cut that.
Yeah, just move your finger.
Yeah.
Just let us know that you hear us
Yes,
a little
sir.
bit before we do this. You know, one of those type of things. So
For
very
real.
imperative that we explain it to the best of our abilities. This mooring system and how these French blacks were used and these Haitians and Jamaicans were used to overthrow us. ADOS societies and other federalized groups that came out of the Dead Sea, where you need a license to do. If you need a license, which you're gonna learn at KevRow University, if you need a license to do something, it's illegal.
Yep. Cause who you getting the license
Yeah,
from?
hold up.
Straight up.
And that's what you're gonna learn at KevRow University. Now, you thought you was at KevRow University. What you gonna learn is, because we got some great information for my class, and I just couldn't wait to begin this transition into greatness. Yeah, if you got to make a license, then it must be illegal.
I'm like, dang. And then they using that and making money off of that also. So that them paying for a license and accepting money for illegal activity is fraudulent activity again.
Facts. And you know what? And you know what? Let me get this shit straight. By right now, you should know what black means. We just did the damn descriptive Wikipedia for you. Then you can go into the law books yourself. But just the simple fact, you ain't from nowhere around there. Now, before I start these videos,
Exactly.
anything else before I start these videos, I'm finna clown a little bit.
All right, nah, that's it. I'm tuning in. I'm
I
same thing.
see you in
Can't
a
go
minute.
nothing.
I love you, champ. Good looking.
Yes, sir.
My man.
Yes, sir.
See, that's what happened when you can't hold it in. I love B for that. Shout out to Stephen Watson, Taylor Horney, Royal Purple, Deborah Nichols, and Cedric Jefferson. Shout out to you. Shoe 87 from yesterday. And Deborah yesterday says for tomorrow news today. Because she already know. Deborah just sits there and watches. How does Kev know this? It's not that I know it. It's that we knew it. You know? Damn it. It's not that I know it. It's that we always knew it. Shout out to y'all and that support system we call Cash App and Patreon and ways to contribute here, and just the people who just sit back and listening at work. Shout out to you guys too out there somewhere. God bless y'all supervisors. So when y'all hear these people, oh, blank this and blank that, and what is the ancestry to ADOS? And none of that means nothing to us. Now we finna go through what it sounds like. We go in history, but why not show every once in a while what it looks like, you know, in real time. Shout out to my man Dr. Umar Johnson. He held it down over the years. Still ain't get that school, but shit, he can talk his ass off. Now listen to the language. Listen to who they are including in this.
So, lineage-based reparations, which is ridiculous to identify your lineage with slavery, but slave lineage-based reparation says, if you are the descendant of an American slave, you can get paid. You didn't say, if you are African, you can get paid. You hate African immigrants and Caribbean immigrants so much, you will do anything to shut them out of reparations. They are only 3 million in number. What are you going to do when millions of white people come forward claiming to be American descendants of slaves? They don't claim to be African. They don't identify as African. And you don't require them to be African. You only require that they be a descendant of a slave. So let me tell you what you fools have just done.
Go to her. Damn. Press what? See? You can't trust none of them. They all just turn on each other. They just turn on each other. Yeah, the white man. Press what? Shout out to Tariq Nasheed. You know what I just say? White people and Indians gonna say, "Oh, we were slaves too." Yeah, it was white indentured workers. Here go the picture.
Somebody asked me,
When you find out white people already know George Washington had white slaves, you gonna be like, "Oh, that's fucked up." We thought slave meant black people. Guess what? Yeah, George Washington. Everybody can work for George. All you gotta do is believe in God and denounce your former gods. Press one and you can be a good old citizen of this good old nation and sit your big headed ass down somewhere and become something of yourself. But no, press what? No. Poor guy. You can't make this up. You find out. Oh, what's some of the things you find out at the end of the world? George Washington was a Negro.
Not like this. Not like this.
Apparently, Bill George Washington was a Negro. And he kind of gave his. It was written in reverse. Who did that one? Rockefeller. Elmo. First one. That's fucked up. Elmo. You let Elmo trick you? That's fucked up. Snap it up again. Why you didn't know who you was? Oh man, God. Rockefeller used a bunch of puppets on television. President, why didn't you turn it off? Yeah, he taught me my ABCs and everything. Then I grew up and became Muslim. President, one my way up the his life. I lost my identity. Why don't you know who you are, little man? President, oh, I gave away my sovereignty. Why you didn't fight for it? Oh, I was scared to die. Oh, goddamn. You all die. I know. Fuck it. You know, I'm a coward, Lord. Can I do it again? No, you cannot. Why would I make you do it again and you scared? If you scared to die, you're scared to live. No, banished to hell. Since y'all believe in that type of shit. Only gonna give you only people who believe in you gotta be a witch to believe in Jesus and God and yeah, we coming back again. No, you only had one shot at it. You didn't even try. I'll be sitting right next to him, told you. All you had to do was try, troll. Fucking try.
I thought that was my ride. Somebody asked me why I don't support slave lineage-based reparations. Why do I support...
One of them don't support slave lineage. The other one don't support that one. Well, which one do you support?
Race-based reparations.
What's the difference? Wait.
Me.
Remember, black.
I thought that was my ride.
Race-based shit.
Somebody asked me why I don't support slave lineage-based reparations.
Why?
Why do I support race-based reparations?
Going back to black. Oh, I got a great. Oh, that's going to be good. Going back to the definition of black, you now know why one or the other doesn't matter. But go ahead, Umar.
Somebody asked me why I don't support slave lineage-based reparations. Why do I support race-based reparations? Somebody asked me why does the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde, why...
Not like this. Not like this.
What? Ifa Tunde? That nigga, come on, fella. This nigga been watching WWE. It ain't coming to the ring. At 289 pounds. All the way from Africa. Press one, eating bananas and everything. Ifa Tunde. The Prince of Pan African. Why? Everybody wants to know what the Prince of Pan Africanism, what been up to for 6 months. Best one. When I'm gonna get to school, what? Prince, what the fuck? Fucking Sonetta fucked the black community up, bro. All theatrics. What? Ifan Tunde. Sounds like Shredder on Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like, oh shit, this is the meme guy. Best buddy. I gotta hear that again. Ifan Tunde. I like that. He gonna repeat everything twice, then say that type of shit. This nigga been watching WWE.
Somebody asked me, why does the Prince of Pan-Africanism, Intercontinental Ifa Tunde, why do I support race-based reparations instead of slave lineage reparations?
What?
I'm going to break all this down at the upcoming reparations conference.
What?
I'm going to break it all down today right here in St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, Aryan'S restaurant.
What?
But let me give you one reason why I do not support slave lineage-based reparations. I support race-based reparations.
Sir, what an African continent you on your neck. You don't deserve no reparation. This nigga got a Palestinian flag mixed with the American flag, like begging. What? That's right. That's why I like our community. Just, you gotta be cool to do this shit, bro. You gotta be a cool motherfucker. That nigga said, I don't support slave-based reparation. Why? I support race-based. Okay, what's the race? Black. Black. Black only. Okay, well, just give it to the Ukrainians. What the fuck?
Let me give you one nugget.
Go ahead.
We have 8 great-grandparents, 16 great-great-grandparents, 32 great-great-great-grandparents, 64 great-great-great-great-grandparents.
Not like this.
When you don't live in this country, what the fuck do y'all be talking about? What do y'all consider grandparents, bro? What the fuck do y'all consider great-grandparents, bro? Who do you consider your great? Huh? This nigga, I wish my family tree book did look like what the fuck you just said. You must be talking about your African brother. How many grandparents you got? Seven. What about great grandparents? 16. And then they triple and quadruple up every generation, because you know we got press 1, 2 per press 1. Let me drop this nugget for you. We got 10 grandparents divided by a 15 grandparent divided by 22. We couldn't possibly press 1. Come on, guys.
64 great-great-great-great-grandparents. Are you aware? I want you to understand, overstand, and understand me. Are you aware? Stay focused. Stay focused, baby. Stay focused.
All right, my bad.
Consciousness over cookies right now. Politics over the punani right now. Stay focused. We talking revolution.
Not like this.
Where did that come from? He's like Bernie Mac of the conscious community. Excuse me, sir. We're watching you. I was wondering why he started fumbling. I think it must have got a text message with some cold piece of meat on there. Oh, focus. Focus. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Oh. He had to, you know when you're bad, when you got to tell your sorry. All right. Focus. Daniel, son. Jeez Louise, brother. Y'all just let it go. It's over.
Overstand and understand me. Are you aware? Stay focused. Stay focused, baby. Stay focused. Consciousness over cookies right now. Politics over the punani right now. Stay focused. We talking revolution. Are you aware? Are you aware that there are white people in America
Go ahead, bro.
who have an African ancestor who served on the plantation? I said, are you aware that there are millions of white people in America who had an ancestor who served on a slave plantation? I said, are you aware that there are millions of white people in America who have an African ancestor who served on the plantation? Let me give you an example.
Go ahead.
There's a white person whose great-great-great-great-grandfather, his great-great-great-great-grandmother. There's a white person whose great-great-great-great-grandfather, who was white, his great-great-great-great-grandmother. The product of that was a black woman who was extremely fairly complected.
Hey, Todd. Where Todd at? Todd, brother. Turned out two white people can't make a black baby. Gee. Damn. Now do you hear the agent mind, the monkey mind? It doesn't make sense anymore. Don't laugh. Not too long ago, you used to believe this too before I came along. You used to believe this jargon too. And now that you got your new They Live eyeglasses on and Mr. Gillespie ears and your own brain where God's seat is, press 1 and you make it the correct determination. Now it don't sound too revolutionary, do it? It sound like what kids talk about when they're in a room by themselves. Play-Doh, Legos, Hot Wheel, things of small importance. Press 1. It used to sound great. In fact, we even dated people. Praise God. We even dated ladies. You even found a man who resembled this knowledge. But now that Mr. Gillespie is around, press 1.
Not like this.
Now you're ready to elevate. And you can't date Pan-African men any longer. Press 1. You gotta be. Now that sound like this one. You gotta up your game. Press 1. You thought this one was a great. You followed after a man who resembled some knowledge and wisdom. Even told you was God. Press 1. Didn't tell you nothing about himself. Press 1, but told you was God, and you just went on and carried this man knows knowledge that I'm fed your brain. And now you know. Kev done brought your retarded ass back to reality. Press 1. Just foolishness. He can't keep his mind straight. He got all day to think about whatever came through that phone. for 11 minutes, and he can't even focus. Well, now, a white woman and a white man don't know how to black woman. Talk about genetics. I've never heard this one.
Post-slavery, because that family ended up being able to pass for white, they passed for white. They amalgamated into white society. They integrated into white society. They lived
That nigga threw up GD.
their life is white, but they are the great-great-grandchild of an enslaved African woman. So lineage-based reparations, which is ridiculous to identify your lineage with slavery, but slave lineage-based reparation says, if you are the descendant of an American slave, you can get paid. If you are the descendant of an American slave, you can get paid. You didn't say if you are African, you can get paid. You said you don't support race-based reparations. You support lineage-based reparations. So since you don't support race-based reparations, you support lineage-based reparations. So you don't believe, you believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. You believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. You believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. So here's my question. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when
Hulkamania was wild? And let me know if I came back on the air or not. And let me know a few things. One thing, before I get back into this, I do want to, let me see here. Is it on? Bingo. Thank you very much. Okay. One thing I do want to play before I get back into this, because you can see this is foolishness. Just foolishness. One thing I do want to play is, shout out to y'all people who stayed around, who always around, and just enjoy. Y'all know I'm coming right back. I'm going to do everything I can and not panic, because you can panic. And the internet is like, what happened? But it's like, it happens. Sometimes it's just a reconnection. Sometimes it's just the internet. But nevertheless, I want to show y'all something very peculiar that goes back into what we were saying. All of these groups is just the same old, same old. You can hear the monkey mind in Umar Johnson. If you cannot, here's another listen.
you support lineage-based reparations? So you don't believe, you believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. You believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. You believe you can get reparations for your ancestry. You don't have to be black. So here's my question. What are you going to do? What are you going to do when millions of white people come forward claiming to be American descendants of slaves? They don't claim to be African. They don't identify as African. And you don't require them to be African. You only require that they be a descendant of a slave. So let me tell you what you fools have just done. Let me tell you what you fools have just done. Let me tell you what you fools have just done. By disqualifying race-based reparations and by supporting lineage-based reparations, you reject the African immigrant. You disqualify the African immigrant from reparations, but you automatically qualify millions of white people for reparations. I hope you listening to me right now. I hope you are understanding, overstanding, and understanding my message. That's why we Pan-Africanists don't get caught up in this YouTube reparations jargon.
Yeah, now you see both sides working in opposition to you. And what is that for? What are they working in opposition to? Well, if both of them can sit here and talk about reparations in which both of them are saying the same exact thing. The African immigrants are the foundational black Americans. I'm going to say that again. The African immigrants are, in fact, the foundational black Americans. So Tariq Nasheed and Umar Johnson is a clear-cut counterintelligence persona thing. They got this, I'm against the other, but both are against you. They're trying to cover both sides of the square, you see. Oh, no, we're foundational black. We don't like you, dumb black immigrant. And then the FBA, and then the Marcus Garvey, I just say, now wait a minute. How are you going to discredit us and give what? White folks who are foundationally black and descendants of slavery, ADOS, both of them, FBA. Press what? So it seems, I have to join either. I'll agree with this one, or I'll agree with that one. Both of them will nullify you, making you cancel you out. Both of them cancel you out. You agree with any side, you're canceled out. This is like quantum physics in real life. This is real. You're canceled out. Because yes, they were white indentured servants. And yes, the foundational black Americans were here and deserve, and Tariq Nasheed deserve reparation. But you can't discredit black immigrants because they are the foundational black Americans, retard. The immigrants that came over in the late 1800s and the early 1900s are the immigrants you're talking about. That is foundational America. After the Reconstruction the Reconstruction period is after the destruction period, sir. You people who were struck with reparations, you're just asking for a Teddy Roosevelt New Deal type of handout, which was taken from us. After the banks fell, where did they get any money from? Well, all property became what? Federal government. All black people, gold and silver became what? Theirs. They couped the nations. Who? The Moors, the Russians, Japan, all nations. This is when the world wars this was all the Great War, World War I and World War II was about this nation's resources. This is the foundational part of, I don't know why you so far back with Christopher Columbus and the Moor, you still gonna find the Moor on the ship. I'm talking about right here today, the tethered Aryans. You ain't nothing but a red coat. So Tariq is trying to denounce the Haitian, the Caribbean, then this one got Umar man, who's a Garveyite, when in fact Tariq is speaking for the Garveyites. He's speaking for the foundational black Americans. He is in fact a federal COINTELPRO head ass lookalike clown. That's what counterintelligence, that's how it works. He's actually for the black immigrant. On the surface, he's talking shit on YouTube. Oh, yeah, fuck that. But you remember Mike TV? Y'all remember all of these individuals or what? Or what? Talk to me, King. Immigrants, German, blacks. They were black in law. They are your real black. So he's foundationally dead in law. The other one is saying, wait a minute, man, you can't be the only one foundationally dead and get reparations for being dead. We want some too. Neither one of them generations go back. Yeah, they're all immigrants. None of their generations go back far enough. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing at all wrong with that. It'll make you a bad person or nothing like that. I'm speaking from a political perspective. And my political perspective and agenda is to show our people what tethered Aryans look like and why they are the white man's monkey.
Not like this.
Press 1.
Not like this.
And why they are and how they became. This is their history. The only thing they know is black, 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 dead, dead, dead. Please, on your knees, please. Please, on your knees. Beg for something. Please. As long as we can open up a 501c and a museum some damn where and fool black more people into being black and dead in law, that's what we need. Black. Say you a black Indian. Say you a black African. Say you a black Nuwapian. Say you was a black this one and a black that one. Long as you just keep the black in your face, in their face, it's all that matters. We can continue to feed. You can blame the white man all you want because we all know what? White is a what? Status. So y'all can blame us. We don't give a shit. They don't see us. We live over there. So you can be white too. So the same people claiming to be found, trying to get you signed up to be foundationally black, will sit up there and claim white and want to fix their status to being white and expatriate themselves to become white and becoming a citizen. Do you understand? They need you black. They need you dead. They need you off the land. So they'll spend tons of cash to put confusionists and actors up here just like this to keep your mind there. And you're an adult. You're not a child. And I'm not going to deal with my people like children. You're an adult. You just didn't know what it was and why. I'm going to give you an excuse. You didn't know how slick these motherfuckers really was. You feel me? Shiva say through the National Naturalization Act. There you go. They all became white through the Naturalization Act. All this is after the fall of George, after his death. Not some made up story. No, I'm talking about when he passed away. This is after George. So we're going to get into law. The thing is to show you the difference in these individuals and myself. These individuals and me. Their knowledge and ours, what I'm teaching, is totally different. We above them. We can see them as what? Tethered Aryans and Arabs. More and more Arabs. Just because people got cotton hair and got skin and say black don't mean they your people. That doesn't mean anything. Come to find out, you could have been on the wrong team working against yourself, being enemy combatants against yourself, attacking your own trust. They got you beat death square. And you praise your own genocide. So let me go to this real quick so I can show y'all how radical this really is and how this back relates to Marcus Garvey and what? How this goes back to in Japan. Can we go there? We're talking about a stealing of the trust. Can we go there? Yes, sir. All right. So let's get over here to the midget, Napoleon Genghis Garvey. Press 1. He gets no respect in my world. September 24th. The subject matter is Black Radicalism Complex Relationship with Japanese Empire. That's the title of the daily. Black intellectuals in the U.S. from W.E.B. Du Bois to Marcus Garvey has strong and divergent opinions on the Japanese Empire. Okay, so I'm going to drop this on the Patreon so y'all can go that for more than a year, the Japanese Empire and Tsarist Russia have been vying for control over Korea. Again, Tsars, Russia, and all of them. TSAR is car czar. That's czar. Oh, y'all just reading it wrong. Okay? Look at this. This ain't no American Negro. This is Du Bois, and an agent of Japan. Y'all are dead in law. Charter gang nationwide kingdom of the White House. Y'all got to do y'all research, bro. Y'all got to do, that's the homework too. Do y'all homework on Japan, press 1, and W.E.B. Du Bois and their control over the black population here. They all betrayed us, and Japan is not out of it, bro. It's the reason why all you guys are Marxists and carry these ancient Japanese so-called sayings, but y'all all believe in the same thing. The state is your God. Black. Let's go back to this right here. People who claim to be more sovereign citizens believe they are bound mainly by maritime law, not the law of the place where they live. Commercial law, business. Ain't nothing but incorporated clones. Us, the other us. Do you understand that? 424-209-9506. The other us. 424-209. Today we're talking about the tether. The other us. Let's see what the minds of the people is today. 424-209-9506. Let's go back into some of the hate groups because I don't want to leave this subject. It's very important. Oh, yeah, it's very important. 424-209-9506. If you haven't contributed to this program, feel free to do so at Cash App. My cash tag is Gil's Gang. Y'all gotta understand, man. All nations are under the swastika. Look at them. Look at the Asian community with the Smurf hat. You see it? The military little hat. Y'all thinking it's only white people, bro. Bro, no. Because you don't know yourself. And y'all letting foreigners tell you who you are and tell you what you should be fighting for and who your enemy is and why we black and why we got to stick together. While in turn, they have agreed to be the monkeys for the Aryan race. They're Aryan power. Black power, white power, Aryan power. And that's what you're against. The Aryans, the Moors, the Italian, the French. All of these people will uphold Aryan supremacy over the American dead people of this nation. This needs to come out. This is your enemy. The corporate banking system in which all international corporations thrive. And this is the flag they wear. What is the black sun? It's the Japan flag. It's what that swastika. That swastika shows the fact of what? Kaliman. Kaliman is what? The black sun sacrificer. That's why they created what? Planned Parenthood. Y'all believe in this? The genocide. This type of shit make you change your life, bro. I don't care less if you're not paying attention in class and can't speak. I'm going to speak for me. All men should know not just the white man, the so-called white man did, but what But what these confusionists do, how they sound for control, for these people to gain, maintain control. You remember, they don't want no control. These niggas want to be accepted. You hear me? They don't want nothing. Listen to me. These niggas want to be accepted, but don't know nothing political, nothing at all. They just want to be accepted. They don't want to know no law. They want it done for them, and they want to be dead. So why help them? Keep them dead. Keep them dead. Why help them? I'm not here to help them. Let them. That y'all want to be agents and federal, and you want to be dead. And a person that want to be alive gonna want to be alive. You got some people who want to be free, and some people who stand around and watch others become free. And God bless y'all. I'm not that. Even on the internet, I talk it in real life, and online. This is a beautiful time to be alive, to be able to see the world, with a different perspective. Let's listen to Tyreek. And maybe the men are quiet, because I was about to deliver some of the greatest videos that you can see. But I'm gonna hold out until the men want to, because I'm gonna save this for my personal student. This is very important. Knowing law and knowing that, and the fact that men can stand up. I'm going to literally play this video for people who want to take part in my show. Well, I'm going into a different lane, like this law and this new style of program. So if you are a male and you gotta speak. There's no if and you're not there. It's happening right now, and I love every bit of it. You can stay here. It's all good. Listen to y'all leader Tariq Nasheed, and listen to what he say. Listen to the words he chooses to say here.
Y'all been blacker than us yelling niggas.
You got the monkey nose. You know that, right?
Man, we're two monkeys. I got the monkey nose, and you got camel fur, ma'am.
Listen.
Y'all been blacker than us yelling niggas.
You got the monkey nose. You know that, right?
Man, we're two monkeys. I got the monkey nose, and you got camel fur, ma'am. Okay? So we're twins. We're two monkeys.
Your jokes don't even make sense. How does the fur come in? What the fuck?
The fur comes in.
What kind of
the fur comes in from your camel.
What kind of jokes do you make? Can you tell me? You make
the fur comes in from your camel, ma'am. Benny, you fled from Ethiopia to come here, and you're very disrespectful, Benny. Why are you so disrespectful to foundational Black Americans, ma'am? Go ahead, Benny.
See, they're just agitators. They're just here to say things to race bait and piss people off. In real life, he just agreed that he was a monkey.
First of all, I don't give a shit about whatever bullshit.
Watch your little potty mouth, ma'am. Watch your little pot. Y'all been blacker than us yelling niggas.
You got the monkey nose. You know that, right?
Man, we're two monkeys. I got the monkey nose, and you got camel fur, ma'am. Okay? So
unbelievable. Sometimes you can't make this shit up. Let me see this. You can't make this up. What's this? All Tyreek Nasheed. Come on, listen.
The purpose of writing that middle school and high school girls, when you look at them at that age, that you can tell that they're going to be potential whores.
All right, nobody. Take
He
your
wrote
answer
that in the art of macking. In the art of macking.
The art of macking. He says
the purpose of writing that middle school and high school girls.
middle school and high school girls.
You look at them at that age.
When you look at them at that age,
that you can tell that they're going to be potential whores.
That you can tell they're gonna be potential whores.
All right, nobody.
He said nobody said
In
that.
the art of macking.
Wow.
In the art of macking.
You're alive. Man, you're trolling. You were trolling the other day. This is a.
Let me see. There are many contributing factors that make women want to become whores, and in more cases, these females are whores long before the pimp gets to them. If you think, the middle school, look at the way middle school girls. Wow. See? Middle school, high school. These niggas is pervs, bro. Let's go to Morris World TV. What is this? Tyree, let's look. Let's just look.
Illinois nation. We all
Look at this.
now. So the Hidden History Museum is not, no way, shape, or form, is it a museum. Many people say, well, no, it is a museum because X, Y, Z. No, the building is owned by Melanoid Nation. We already know that. And it was sold to them by Jefferson Studios. We already know that. All right? That's not a secret. It was sold by Jefferson Studios, and not to mention, it was sold by Jefferson Studios, but we know the down payment information was $854,000. We know the mortgage is $1,800. The mortgage is $1 million, 11,000. We got all the information. We know he don't own the building. It's public record. He does not own the building. The down payment is $854,000. So he took the people money and he got a mortgage. And whatever he did with the million, the non-lending institution afforded him minus $854,000. So the rest of the money, whatever he did with it, that's between him and FBAs. However, we do know that there was $865,000. $1,865,000 in some sort of hard money that went towards this building, but only $854,000 went down as a down payment. So the balance is somewhere else, floating around, probably making the hip hop documentary. This is factual. This is not nothing that I just threw together. This is real research right here. Pardon me. So we do know that. But now, my point that in saying that and reiterating this is that the Hidden History Museum is not a museum at all. It's owned by Melanoid Nation.
Damn.
And before we get into, I even showed you that he tried to get a alcohol permit. But let's listen to this.
Yeah, they got obstacles. So now we're trying to figure out. That's why, man, I really want to talk to some of my black lawyers out here in California, man, because what they did with.
See, family, you can't trust these little niggas worth a damn. And I hate to say it, but these people can't get no reparation. These people can't get nothing. No reparations, no nothing. Nothing at all. And it's sad, but at the same time, it should be that way. The only people who deserve reparations is the heirs and the people who were thrown and cast out. That's all in dolls. And you notice they don't talk about dolls. They just like to say they was deemed black. The names were taken. There's no Nasheed and Tyreek Nasheed in these families. Press 1. There's no Tyreek Nasheed in those families, bro. That name ain't even on the doll's rolls, nigga. You expatriated yourself, Moors. See? So y'all can't get nothing anyway, because y'all not from here, want nothing from those who did it to you. I need all mine. And we don't want, it's reclassification. You don't want to be black. You can keep the money, just change the name. We don't want to be black. You don't want to be dead in law. You can represent yourself. Unless you can't. Unless you one of these brothers out here who just so illiterate, they need governorship. They need a ward over them in this asylum they call whatever state they live in. They don't have honest dealings with each other, so they need people over them to mediate these deeds because they don't know even how to speak. Now, I've been asking men to speak for quite some time, just to begin the process. Now I'm on a roll. You feel me? David Bell in my chat room talking, but he ain't saying nothing. FBA is owned by Amazon. So the fuck what? When are you gonna call in with some information? Press 1. When are you gonna call it in? Don't sit in my chat room and play indigenous black man. That's indigenous dead man. You see him? Don't block him. But do you see that? He don't work this name up to indigenous black man national and then gonna say nationalism. So what you gonna do? Your name, indigenous black man in itself, how you see yourself is dead. What are you speaking for? I wouldn't even spoke with a name like indigenous black man when you just found out. Can anybody call in and tell us what black is in law? So you're just like them, indigenous Indian head man, dead. This is my point. Pretending. Thank you, Shiva. Pretending. You can't pretend here, indigenous black man. I don't see you in my Cash App. See? I see Tiffany Jones. Shout out to Tiffany Jones. Shout out to R. Davis. Shout out to who is this? Cedric Bernardo. Shout out to, where's Sayed at? Shout out to Sayed. Stephen Watson. Shout out to y'all. Hit that Cash App. Yeah, I don't do this for you to come over and have fun with your silly name. I would have been changed my name. Your name is Indigenous Dead Man. That's FBA. You foundationally dead. Indigenously dead. Why can't you be organic? Indigenous, that's just Australoid and stuff like that. Well, go home, nigga. This shit here, bro, is about law. You little Indians, you little Pan-Americans and Pan-Africans. Look at what I'm gonna have my class study. I just want y'all to know, I developed an advanced class. Press 1, and we listening to stuff like this that's setting us free. See, we listening to this guy here. Now, what he got to talk about, this is my advanced class. No, you had a chance to come on up to the tier and mess with Kev Gills. No, this is advanced. You got to be part of the club to get this. Now, I'm going to give a wompty womp to my students, right? So you would know I'm going into straight trust law. I got a lot of information, and I'm going into trust law, but we're going to be discussing it right there on the show. If you want to chat, if you want to partake in that, make sure you are at where you need to be. And Kev, I want to watch how do I get into the advanced class? It's not sitting there like that. That's for sure. Listen to this. Listen to this. That way, when we come to class, we mob into class with information and knowledge. You feel me? We mob into class with information and knowledge. This is what we talking about in my class.
6, and my phone number is 417-27. The only other form is called the common law. The common law is very ancient and started approximately 1487 BC. A fellow by the name of Moses brought this law down off the mountain at Mount Sinai. This law here is very ancient also. It has its roots in the law of Hammurabi.
So we're going into the laws, bro, and how this nation was founded on the laws of what?
Untrue. Take
Moses,
a look at
and how to argue the law, how to speak the law into existence, how to challenge the law, how to watch, just all over the place when it comes
marriage with penetration, which is what marriage is. It's an agreement with penetration.
See? And again, That's going back to the video with our favorite librarian talking to us about stolen legacy, how they used the 13th Amendment to genocide and paper genocide the heirs of freedom and sovereignty, and make all of them 14th Amended white citizens of a minor trust. So God is good for us to even be on that level. I'm taking that more serious than this class because it's my natural fit. So what we're talking about over there is 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 insane, and studying is key, and participation in class here is a must. So we come to class in KevRow University knowing law and knowing not knowing it per se, but sharpening our steel, dealing in the language of laws, being maritime and stuff. Remember, this is a law, God of the dead law that has you submerged. So in order to rise the Hope Diamond out of the sea and become man, you have to be able to speak. You have to be able to communicate, or at the very least show that you're willing to communicate. You know what I'm saying? And not be there. And it's not, no, it's not the law of man or none of that. Call it in, Indigenous man. You got the number. Don't keep typing in my stuff. I don't like to keep seeing your name in my stuff, and you got to learn how to speak. The phone number is on the screen, 424-209-9506. If you don't know that, then you won't know nothing. The number's right there. So anything you need to say pertaining to what's going on, feel free and call it on in. Other than that, don't make it a habit to just pop up and think that we care about what you got to say. We don't know you. We don't care neither to know you. Press 1. It's just that. Knowledge and wisdom over everything. 424-209-9506. You for or against it? Don't matter. It's time for class. Time for class. Indigenous black man, what's up?
What's going on, bro?
What's up?
Nothing. I just ran into your show today, and I was listening.
Good. What's up?
Subscribed.
What's up?
And then I called. Oh, I text, and then you started throwing jabs. My name is Indigenous Black Man because I honor my indigenous African and Native American ancestry with that name. The black is a joke, a social construct like I've taught for years. You say you deal with Sinetter. That's the community that I'll be in, and
yeah, that's why
I changed that narrative.
No, I don't deal with Sinetter. I just know it. Press 1.
No, I heard you say something about him.
Yeah, I just dissed him. I like to bring him up to dissing. But you got African roots. You got African roots, and you say Native American like Indians.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like Aryan.
I don't know about Aryan. That sounds like a Nazi term or Hitler term. Aryan.
No. That's out of Central Asia, and the Native Americans are from Central Asia. What is it? What is it? So you from Africa and Central Asia?
Well, let's just put it like this: we're all mutts.
No.
And while we're sitting here, we're sitting here arguing.
Hold on, sir. You're not gonna. We all mutts, sir. Tell us who. That's what your tether is. Your tether is Africa and Central Asia, and you're a mix of that. You're a gypsy.
I don't believe that.
Okay, so what are you?
Like I said, I'm black. I have white in me. I have African in me.
Okay. So so you're black in law. You're black dead in law, because that's not a nation.
Yeah, I understand the term black means dead, brother.
Okay.
I said it was a joke in my name.
Okay,
It's a
okay.
social
I
construct.
just want to make sure. So, what is your heritage? So, don't even bring up black if you know that's a joke. So, what are you?
I'm human.
Okay, I don't got time to play with you little people on this goddamn. You know, I really don't. 4-2. This is why I tell people to call in so I can make sense. I ain't got time to play with none that got nothing to do with nothing. Okay, human. Okay, great. I'm talking about law and order, people of a specific land, and I'm not doing this for you. This ain't for you. Don't come on. I'm not doing this for your enjoyment or none of that. Press one. I don't do it for you. This is for me. And the people here to hear this. This is why people support my broadcast. You're not there. That's what I said. You just typing, and I just want to hear how incompetent you are. And that's all. Just give me a chance to hear the incompetence, and I'm gone. I don't need that. You was breathing incompetent. You was sounding incompetent. I don't want it. I don't want that. All of us is nothing. No, we're dealing in common law. We're dealing in this. All of us is human. No, that ain't what we all said when we was invading our nation. We're talking about a specific trust, names that was taken from people. It matters who you are. Look, it matters who you are pertaining to this legality. You may not be involved in this. This ain't for you. This is for people who were overthrown by these nations they call the federal government. That's what this is about. Humanitarian stuff, man. It is about superior law. This is about rights, not privileges. You don't even know who you are. Get out of town. Ah, men, wake up.
And penetration then is the consummation of the marriage.
And that's why I had to let this go and deal with people who truly want to be in class. Okay? Simple as that. You hear, God bless us. I'm still going to be the same old Kev. Same old Kev. $1 a day, $30 a month. Support the broadcast, whatever you can do in Cash App. But my advanced class, it ain't that. It ain't $1 here, Kev, man. No, this is Indigenous Black Man. I do not want to hear you. What's up?
Well,
my class is set on something. You know, my class is set on something in particular. I know what I like to hear, and it's not your words of nothing. God bless you, brother. Breathe slow. Coffee and Kush TV, KevRow University. You on the air? What up?
Hey, Cal. This is Dave. Just calling in. All right. I started out, and I've been listening to your show for a while in the back of the class.
Okay.
And for the first time, I'm feeling like I'm getting somewhere to the roots. You know what I mean? The roots of the whole thing. I've gone back to the class. I've watched all your videos all the way until now. I went on back in the day when I'm Black and I'm Proud to African Bambaataa to now, doing my genealogy and find out my people were here the whole time. Then also at the same time, I logged on a little bit to the Turtle Island group, believing that story. But now after watching your show so long, I realize all that stuff is allegory, it's trickery, and BS. And even for that last caller that called in, if you don't know, just start at the beginning and just watch Kev open your mind.
Well said.
That's all I have to say for
said. Well said. Thank you very much, champ. My man said, just go back and watch all the videos. But look, he's right. He's right. Go back and watch the videos. A lot of transitioning. We came too far to stop and wait and hold up and not, like the brother said, go back and watch the video. You gonna find truths and all that. You're gonna be able to come up to par, but I gotta be able to show this lawful in a lawful way and how it happened. And I don't want to mix classrooms up and things of that nature. So if you want to take part in that one, be looking for that email. And for those of you guys who are above and beyond, who go above and beyond as supporting this broadcast, you can hit me up too. Especially those at over $100, like Royal Purple. You ain't gotta do nothing. Just send me the what's the name. You always support greatly over here, and you're more than welcome to, even if you're just sitting there to hear the information. Sit. I don't care if it's 1 to 20 people. I don't care, but I'm gonna get what I'm worth to get what I'm worth. You know what I'm saying? And you're going to get fed great knowledge and wisdom pertaining to anything you may have missed before. But all 50 nations and all of their flags became buccaneers and pirates and a part of the tethered ones. That's what the caller was having a problem figuring out. What's tethered? What's this one? And why he's excluded. What I'm talking about is not about excluding you from anything you're not enjoying from this moment in your life, son. So you can you've got your just due. You can live in a free nation and live out your day on a temporary estate. It ain't nothing gonna change. My gripe is for those who was destroyed in Frisco, Chicago, Washington, what they call New York, Texas, all of these places, all of these estates that was overthrown, all of these black businesses and businessmen who were running their own affairs and knew the law, and no corporation bet not ever come out and you can't even own land here. See, this is the importance of it. You don't have nothing, but the Bible and Scripture, they can't even own land here. Our lands are not even to be alienated. That should be a life's mission for you to want the land back to what was taken by corporations. You should be able to argue that, or want to, at a supreme level, not an amended law to fit their benefit. You want to go to the Supreme. You want to be able to argue these points of views in court, in law, at the supreme level, using God, using the word of God, using the laws of Moses, which the Supreme Court was founded on, in which they are cut off from. They can't go there. So stop looking for more to help you. They can't go to George Washington. They can't go to the Supreme. They got to stay right there with their motherfucking hand out. They can't argue these points. They wasn't bred to. Universe 25. They wasn't bred to think like this. They wasn't bred to have the courage. You see motherfucker say, on this computer, you see that courage right there where it say courage? Boop. Now he ain't got none. Make them. And they made a bunch of niggas with no courage. Boop. No heart. Boop. No nothing. No energy. Boop. Nothing. Nothing in them. Nothing. Nigga. Black. Boop. Boop. Right down the pipeline. Each one of you. You don't want to be black. You don't want to be dead. And you don't want to serve dead gods. You follow the laws that your God set before you. So if you following the dead God, Thoth, or the state, or some foreign nation, that's antichrist. That's blasphemous on this land. You're supposed to be following the laws of God. The foundations George set for you. Those are the Bill of Rights. The Constitution is set for them can only work. They cannot own anything. Life estate is cool. What's up, neighbor? But as far as owning things, nah, Jubilees come. See, this is the law of Moses. Jubilees, law of Moses. Y'all operating out of the laws of Serapis and Aryan gods and Nordic gods of false beliefs of all this make-believe, fairy tale, Disney shit. Then lost track of the law. You lose track of the law, you lose track of God. And so you start worshiping other gods. following different laws. What other laws? The law of the land. I mean, the law of the water, maritime laws, laws that enslaved you yourself, that God told you about. Laws, a commercial law. We sit up there and read the Moore said what? There's no God in commercial law. And once they pulled you out there far enough, that was all that was needed. Remember, Bruce Lee did what? He brought his enemy way out to the ocean and then disconnected his tether, his umbilical cord. And you sitting up there talking about he was the greatest. What? You not understanding the boat and the tether and none of that. Neither was I. Ignorant to it. But now I know. Now I'm becoming. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy that. No hate against nobody else. This ain't a hate against Tariq Nasheed or nothing, but all that got to be destroyed some way or shape or form. It's not real. And they don't believe in God. Anyway, that's what they all got in common. The state is God. Thuggetry is God. Like allegory. Other than that, there is no God in their belief system. That's why Jesus came and said, I am the light, the way, and I'm the only way. Well, deny yourself and follow Christ, right? But they can't deny themselves because they proposition themselves up as gods who believe in Greek gods at that. Prometheus and Asia. Okay? Oceania, the land of the sea, admiralty. Riparian rights. So this is very important to your awakening. If that don't make you want to learn, then I don't know what to tell you. There is no redemption for more. Let me say this again. There is no redemption for more. So that's why they did all this to steal your birthright. And that's what we're getting into. There is no redemption for more. This time and space that allowed them to breathe and be nationalized was enough, like Pirates of the Caribbean when they gave Salazar just enough time to catch his breath. And then the ocean came back and it's the same. That's what you're going, you caught your breath? Cool, back into the bottomless pit you go. Remember, 1,000 years. What was 1,000 years? Well, that was the time they made up for themselves. The whole 1,000 years of their history. It's all a lie. The greatest deceiver of all time. If God is the greatest truth teller, his adversary will be the greatest liar deceiver of all time. And that's what it's like, you know. Who is this right here? RT Bell. Thank you. Shout out to RT Bell and Teresa in my Cash App. You know, they're bound by maritime law. That's right there. So they know they can't come against me. They can't combat that. I'm the only non-Moor with this information. You got it? I'm the only non-Moor with this information. This is stuff they hold secrecy. They cut their own tongue out and rip their own heart out if they bear these. But guess what? My covenant is with God, not them, not man, not made up federal governments and false senses of real governments, kings and queens, real monarchs, real patriarchs, the ordained way of life, not some made up mechanical mother that gave birth to aliens. You ever seen that movie, Alien? That's what everybody's an alien. That's why he said we all mutts. No, you a mutt. You don't have no name. You don't have no name. My last name, Gillespie. Press one. I got a name. We got names. Y'all don't got no names. And you trying to convince me that what we all is. I got a name. And you guys are the tethered. And you guys are in our way of our own redemption. Y'all don't believe in God. Y'all don't believe in the God of Scripture. Y'all don't believe in nothing but Space Jam and algorithms and times before dinosaurs. Press one, you don't like to deal with law. Because once you start dealing with George Washington correctly, you're going to see all of the black, jealous, Haitian, Africans, Nigerians, and all the French protectors of France, and Nazis come against you. Once you see history correctly, you're going to know that your worst enemy is that black melanated piece of shit running their mouth on the damn internet. Press the like, hit the like button. I don't listen to Mr. Godfrey, the comedian. He's too dark, too Nigerian, too black. They always black, 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 black. All of them is just too black. There's too much tethering going on in America. You got to cut the links off like Wolverine did when he came up out the goddamn press one that water. He was like, oh, you got to do it. Cut all them little wires off. Them is tethers. Get them off your back. They're nationless. That's why they nationalized themselves. Them niggas got licenses to be here. They nationalized themselves as Indians. These niggas talking about I'm the Indian and I'm this one and that one. The Indian one for you. You was made black. Oh, that was a joke. Yo, yeah, it was. Whoa. Niggas like that remind me of names like Gilgamesh. Just throw away. Just throw it away. You don't make cookies just right. One of them got too black on the bottom and was hanging off the sheet. It's too black. Get rid of it. Give it to them. You know, when a hot dog falls into the barbecue pit and falls in the charcoal, you're like, God damn it, that was a good hot dog. Give it to the dogs. That's how our people is. Wheats and the tares. Well, I'm going to get back to studies. We got a long week ahead of us. Next 5 days is going to be very, very lawful pertaining to the law. And those of you who support this broadcast, shout out to you guys for watching, participating. Shout out to B from Texas for always showing love, stopping by. And as always, family. Oh, Galveston. Maybe we could have. Let me see who this is. Georgia, you on the air. What up?
What up, Kevin said? How you doing, bro?
Said, bless. What's up, champ?
Nothing much, bro. I just had to call it in. I've been a little busy today, but I don't want to keep missing those times to call in, bro.
There you go. What up?
So, so you were talking about the Moors and how they operate out of maritime law, which is also admiralty law. So yes. I was just doing some basic research on stuff, but I wanted to look it up in a legal form, like you've been saying for a week now. So
yes.
I just had a couple of things that I wanted to bring up in the class that have put a little bit more context on some of the stuff, like why the Moors classify themselves as white and why they want us to be classified as black.
Go ahead.
Well, you know what I mean. So let me read it for you, though. So,
of course I know what you mean, bro. For saying crazy, you know what the fuck I mean. Go ahead.
Yeah. So Section 2101-46 defines vessels of the United States as vessels that are documented and numbered under the law of the United States. A documented vessel and those vessels that are numbered by the federal states of authority are afforded the protection of the law of the United States. So we're talking about a moored vessel, right?
Yes.
So let me go. I just got to pull all this stuff up real quick because I'm at work, but it's all in my phone. But yes. I got it right here.
Got you.
Bear with me just for a second, Kev. So let's see. Oh, I know where it is. So we're going to talk about a moored vessel and what the law is for a moored vessel when it's docked at the United States dock. So hold on, I'm getting it. Damn. Hold on, here it goes. Required lights. That's what it says. All vessels were not underway. All vessels required to display a white light visible from all directions while they are moored or anchored outside of designated mooring areas between sunset and sunrise. So this is why they claim the white status, because they have to be lit as vessels.
They're coming
Yes,
in
sir.
as vessels.
Yes, sir.
So they must be
And they have
white.
to
They
display
must
themselves
flash
as a
white
light.
at all times.
Yes, sir. So let's see, what's this one? I got one for dark vessels. So a dark vessel is an unidentifiable vessel. So it's unidentifiable by what would be the harbor master or the port authorities, which would be your doctors. They're unidentifiable. And this is all under admiralty law, maritime and admiralty law. So a dark ship or vessel that is turned off light disables the automatic identification system. So they're unidentifiable. So we go. What I did, I went and found admiralty. So this is let's see. Hold on. Admiralty. This is Article 190, Admiralty Canon 6804. So it says Admiralty law refers to a organized pseudo-legal commercial OPCA form of law first formed in the early 18th century, but false claims of much older provenance, whereby the operation of law of the land and the law of nations is suspended during times of controversy, belligerence in favor of a legal system based loosely around maritime themes and mimics all other forms of law on the land for the exercising of jurisdiction over causes, both civil and criminal, commercial, navigation, capture and transport of property, and the conduct and behavior of public servants of its military personnel. As admiralty law is a pseudo-legal commercial law form based on fraud, deception, false pretenses, theft, force, violence, fear, corruption, profanity, sacrilege, ignorance, and piracy. Literally, all forms of admiralty law issued by Westminster and subsequent parliaments and bodies are hereby null and void and have no force or effect ecclesiastically, lawfully, or legally.
Shit.
Let me see. I got some more too. So that would make the Moors pseudo lawful commercial army. So they would be also known as the police.
Wait a minute. That would make them. Say it again.
What do you say?
You said that would make them what? Say it again so they can hear you.
That would make them. Let me pull it back up. A pseudo lawful commercial army, also known as a police force or a sheriff force, is a body appearing to maintain law and order, which is instead used to enforce the narrow policies and commercials itself of a few controlling the the OPCA architecture.
So, whatever the OTCA is, but I mean, damn, that's right.
Yes,
because look at, they are like a military pseudo.
Yes, sir. Remember they had that standoff.
That's why they talk about. Yes,
on.
but not only that, don't RZA claim to be like security for all the stars, and
Yeah.
they're all like a security team.
Yes, sir.
So they're
Yes, sir.
They're actually agents for what again? The OT what?
It says OPCA. I still haven't been able to figure out what that was, but I've been reading this canon.
Canon law.
It's just, yeah.
Well, they
I've been
Canaanites,
reading canon
right?
law.
Ain't they Canaanites?
Yes, sir.
Okay, if the
Yes,
Bible
sir.
is telling you about the Canaan law, the Tariq Nasheed ain't telling you about. Tazariak ain't telling you about the real Canaanites and Canaan law, is he? No. He's talking about
No,
the
sir.
Canaanites of the Bible, written on the walls, written over there on Africa, came before Israel and before Palestine came,
Yes, sir.
and then see the difference.
Yeah, they all operate out of pseudo law.
There you go.
It's a very low form of law, nowhere close to even a sovereign type. It's all played off of the ignorance of people to get dominion over God's true land and his people, bro.
And what they believe about God and get into their minds about what God is. Because you can't go into any courtroom talking pseudo.
Yes, sir.
But you can go
And
into
you
the
know,
courtroom talking the laws of Moses. You can reference. See, that's
right?
the thing. This is what makes it real.
Because
Go
the
ahead,
laws
kid.
of Rome are not recognized.
The laws of what?
The laws of Rome are not recognized. The laws of Rome are not recognized in superior court.
There you go.
So, and they're all under
Rome.
This is all Roman law, right?
Yes, that's Canaan. Because the Africans
so
are
that makes
Canaan.
So that makes them devotees to Rome, right?
To the Pope, bro. Just like I've been saying.
So look at this.
Moors
Devout
to the
were
Pope.
required to check this out, Kev. Devout were required to now wear a knitted wool. Devout were required to now wear a knitted woolen skull cap called a kati, from the ancient Persian word for monkey, to identify themselves as servant of God.
Wait a minute. That cap they wear is what?
It's called a kati.
And it's what about a monkey?
It's the Persian word for monkey.
I don't believe this.
Yes, sir.
That's
under Roman law.
I don't believe this. But I really do, because it's been in my heart and mind this whole time. This is really believable. I love it. Anything else?
No, I got a couple more things, but I don't have them together. So next time you come on, I'll call you.
I probably if my support is there, if the people support, I'll come back on. Make sure y'all support this broadcast and hit that Cash App. Go ahead, say it.
I done told you this a few times, kid, but I'm here, bro. I'm here. Okay. I want to be in the advanced class. I want to do it, bro. I want to come on camera. Fuck that shit, kid. I want to come on camera. All the rest of that. Let's go. Let's get it, bro. Let's get it, bro. Today my birthday, bro.
Oh, shit.
I'm a year older. I've been with the road, bro. We gonna get it, bro.
We been here the whole time,
bro.
So there he is. Text me right now and say it so I can have your number, bro. Thank you very much, champ. My man said, happy birthday to Sid. He said, fuck that, I need to be on camera. Man, this is dope. This is too dope. And I told y'all, we taking over. This is the same way Sinetta and them do good. We need our own army the same way. So get ready, as Sid just said, to be like that, hungry to be ready to go. Males and females. Ugly, fine, fat, tall, skinny, diabetic, not enough milk. It doesn't matter. You're with me, Coffee and Kush TV. Thomas, you're on the air.
How you doing, Kev?
Oh man, just enjoying the energy. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the show too. I came across something called we on tethering, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so tethering and vessels. I was looking at maritime history of the Great Lakes, and they got something called Around the Lakes Detroit Dry Dock Company, ship and engine builders, right?
Yes.
So it's a little article about casting off the line, and I had to call in because I've been sitting on this information about the Pope and the papal order. So you have what you call the Merritt, Chapman, and Scott, and it's a marine salvage and construction from the United States. And so Israel Merritt, but a large number of other firms were merged over the course of the company's history, right?
Okay.
So, hold on one second. I have a couple of the vessel names. Union, Swordfish, Storm, Olympia, Northern Light, Inkerman, Golden Age, Fury Cross, and Vestes. And where is is it at? Hold on, let me go. I got this folder I've been waiting to pull up. It's just for this. It's kind of labeled the Red Cross. All right, so the American Salvage Company was started in 1898.
Wait a minute. The American Salvage Company?
Yes, sir. It's under. You could pull it up.
So
you could pull it up under the. Go ahead, sir.
So it started the same year as the coup d'etat?
Yes, sir.
Oh my goodness. Go ahead. You can find it where? Where can you find it?
It's a whole list. I already sent it to you. It's called the HATI Trust.
HATI Trust.
Yes, sir.
You sent me a bunch
Yeah.
of them.
So, along with what said was just saying about the Pope, the apostolic signature. The apostolic signature is the field of competence in the prefix since 1908. So the Pope wrote some letters. Matu propia, and all right, so it goes into charity, and we know they big on charity and trust. It says charity and truth, to which Jesus Christ bore witness by his earthly life and especially by his death and resurrection, is the principal deriving force behind the authentic development of every person of all humanity. Now, this word caritas, caritas, they claim it's love, but it's really charity. And where is it at? It says charity is at the heart of the church's social doctrine. Every responsibility and every commitment spelled out by that doctrine is derived from charity, which according to the teachings of Jesus is the synthesis of the entire law. Matthew 22:36 through 40. It gives real substance to the personal relationship with God and his neighbors. It is the principle, not only micro relationships with friends, family members of small groups, but also macro relationships, social, economic, and political ones. For the church instructed by the gospel, charity is everything because as St. John teaches, as I recalled in my first and clinical letter, God is love. Everything has its origin in God's love, and it is shaped by everything. That's not the right thing. So, tailoring. I found this under part, Part 62, applications to holding interlocking directory.
You said this is tethering?
Yeah, because it goes into like a vessel and a name change and what the successor has to do after they get the name.
Okay, go ahead.
It says when a carrier's name is changed or its operating control transferred from one carrier to another in whole or in part, the successor carrier must file tariff revisions to reflect the name change. The successor carrier's The successor carrier may either immediately reissue the entire tariff in its own name or immediately file an adoption notice within 35 days of filing an
Oh
adoption
my
notice. The
goodness.
successor must reissue the entire tariff in its own name. The reissued tariff must be numbered in the series of the successor's carrier and must contain all original pages without changes in regulations or rates. The transmittal letter must state the tariff is being filed to show a change in the carrier's name pursuant to 61.171 of the commission rules. The adoption notice, if used, must read as follows: the exact name of the successive carrier or receiver here adopts, ratifies, and makes its own in every respect and applicable tariffs and amendments filed with the Federal Federal Communications Commission by predecessor prior to date. When only a portion of property is transferred to a successive carrier, that carrier must incorporate in its tariff contents of supplement announcing suspension. A supplement announcing suspension by the Commission must specify the terms of suspension and imposed by the Commission. A supplement announcing a suspension of either an entire tariff or a part of a tariff publications must specify the applicable tariff publications effective during a period of suspension. Vacation of suspension order, supplements announcing same, etc. If the Commission vacates or suspension order, the affected carrier must issue a supplement or revised page stating the Commission's action as well as the lawful schedules. All of this is under 47 CFR Chapter 1, 10 through 1 through 87. What was the other thing? So, how did you pronounce that word you said earlier in the show? Oceani? Oceani?
Oceana.
Or something like that?
Oceana. Yes.
Oceani, right? So
Yeah, that's Asia. That's a goddess for Asia, but go ahead.
It's another word that I was looking at that's kind of like remind me of that, and it's Coney, Coney.
Yes. Oh, really? Okay.
So
Really?
so I was reading, and I think it's when we were talking about the Statue of Liberty, and I got to looking up Coney Island, right? So I came across some weird story about how they had some little, basically Coney Island was King George land, and some surfmen, which when I read the word surfman, first thing I thought about was surfs and co-ops. And it basically stated how they set up a station on Coney Island and another little small island right there. And like I said, they made themselves at home, to make a long story short. I'm trying to see where I put it at in my notes. But then also, before I forget this, right? We be talking about Death Square. I was reading something about the Red Cross, and the Red Cross said that they are the Red Square. So would that be the real Death Square, as far as a corporation?
Say it again. Oh, sorry. Repeat it one more time. Say it again the way you just said it.
The Red Cross. I was reading something about the Red Cross and the Red Cross Square. So would that be the same thing as Death Square?
Could the Red Cross be Death Square as a corporation?
Yes, I believe I might have sent it to you, but I'm going to look for it. I'm going to look for it because it's in the congressional charter under the Red Cross. And the Red Cross also,
Oh shit, that is a square.
the Red Cross is the added in the American Amendment to the Geneva Convention.
The Red Cross
Um,
added an American amendment.
I'll read it to you. It says
Okay,
the
look,
International Red Cross.
the Red Crescent, the Red Cross, and the Red Crystal are all protective emblems of International Committee of the Red Cross. So the crescent moon.
Sure.
Oh my goodness. I'm fucking dead. Go ahead.
It says the
Oh,
International Red Cross Conference in Geneva in 1884. The American Red Cross proposed an amendment to the Geneva Treaty calling for expansion of Red Cross relief to include victims of natural disasters. Although some national societies were dubious, the resolution passed and became known as the American Amendment to the Geneva Treaty of 1864 because of work like this in support of the Global Red Cross Network. Several countries honored Clara Barton with decorations such as the German Iron Cross for her relief work in the Franco-Prussian War and the Silver Cross of Russia for the supplies provided during the famine of 1892.
No way.
The American Cross moved in a new direction near the end of Clara Barton's tenure as head of the organization when we delivered supplies and services to Cuba during the Spanish-American War. Recipients of the Red Cross aid include members of the American Armed Forces, prisoners of war, and Cuban refugees. This was the first time that the American Red Cross provided assistance to American Armed Forces and civilians during wartime. They made amendments to the 1905 charter, which I believe that's the year King George passed away.
Yes.
It says the 1905 charter
Wait,
underwent several amendments.
They made amendments to the charter after the passing away. You can't change the will. Go ahead. I told you that's the Constitution. You make amendments to the charter. That's the contract. Go ahead.
The 1905 charter underwent several amendments. The first four made minor changes.
Oh my! That means minors in banking. There's major and minor.
Sir.
Oh my goodness! So it would make minor changes because they're all being placed into a minor estate or a minor trust by way of humanitarianism. That was, you cannot take the trust and the trustees cannot make a laundering trust to launder all the money from that trust to a bunch of their fucking family members all over the world. Again, this goes back to King George. This is our stuff. Go ahead. And not only are we talking about it, did I say the right word? Laundering. I'm charging your ass laundering.
Remind me to come back to that when you said laundering with the word AIF.
Oh my goodness!
I got that too.
Go ahead.
So the First Amendment, June 23rd, 1910, expanding the protection of the Red Cross emblem from fraudulent use while grandfathering it in usage deemed lawful prior to January 5th, 1905. That's when they stole the St. George Cross. That's how they got the sign.
That's how they got it, bro. And now they got it. Damn. So George Washington Gillespie is the real George Washington Thomas.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is.
St. George.
St. George. Go ahead.
It also created a board of 9 trustees elected by the incorporator.
There it is.
To manage and control the Red Cross Endowment Fund.
Oh my goodness.
The Second Amendment.
This is great to hear. This is really good.
The Second Amendment, December 10th, 1912, moved the date of the organization's annual meeting later in the month of December to become accommodated the schedules of incorporators. The Third Amendment, February 27, 1917, shifted the date the annual report was due to the War Department from January 1st to as soon as practical after the first day of July, reflecting adoption of the Red Cross of a July 1st, June 30th fiscal year.
Cabbage Patch Kids, right there, nigga. There they go. Ah! I knew it. I fucking knew it. I knew it. I can't even believe how happy I am.
It had operated early on the basis of the calendar year. The Fourth Amendment, March 3rd, 1921, expanded the number of members of the executive committee from 7 to 9, while maintaining a quorum of 5 as established by the 1905 Charter. The Fifth Amendment, passed by Congress May 8th, 1947,
Wait,
represented
okay, but now we go all the way up to 47. This is wartime? Go ahead, King.
The timeline is from the passing of King George to the Second Amendment, where I just read 1912, is before the Federal Reserve started in the 1913. And the next one, the Third Amendment, the 1917, is the World War I timeline. And then they skipped all the way with the Fifth Amendment all the way to World War II with the Paris Treaty.
Unbelievable.
So it says represented a major, the Fifth Amendment passed by Congress on May 8th, 1947, represented a major change in the structure of the Red Cross, reflecting the wishes of community chapters to increase their influence and following the recommendations of an internal committee that reviewed the governance of the Red Cross. The 1947 amendment did away with both the General Committee and the Board of Incorporators. In their place, a 50-member Board of Governors was created. 8 members were to be appointed by the President of the United States, including one to serve as board president. Hold on 1 second. What it says? Including one to serve as board president and principal officer of the corporation. The remaining presidential appointees were to be officials of the federal government whose position and interests are such as to qualify them to contribute toward the accomplishment of the Red Cross programs and objectives. 30 governors were to be elected for 3-year terms by the chapters, 1/3 being elected each year of the corporation's
This is the
annual
first
meeting.
states here. These are your states incorporated takeover right here. Right here. In the language. It's in the language, man. Unfucking believable, man.
The Sixth Amendment, June 25th, 1948, removed the section of the charter regarding false and fraudulent misrepresentation of the Red Cross and misuse of the Red Cross emblem and placed those provisions somewhat amended in the United States Criminal Code.
They just attached themselves to us and started making laws and then said, nigga, and wrote themselves out of law. Shit, in law, but then said, nigga, damn, how do you even do this? Well, it has to be amended and fraudulently done, like I said. These amending powers that came by way of humanitarianism, the Red Cross. This is your death square, this is your crescent moon, and this is your cross that you guys all worship. Y'all believe y'all worshiping Jesus or Allah or Kaaba, and you're not worshiping nothing but the Red Cross and the state, the papacy. Damn.
Well, it just started raining hard as soon as I started reading that.
That's right.
The Seventh Amendment, July 17th, 1953, updated language in reference to the military War Department, became the Department of Defense. Secretary of War was changed to Secretary of Defense, and Army and Navy became Armed Forces.
Wow. Go ahead. Because they lied to us and said they was armed forces the whole time in my little video game history books. Go ahead, bro. No, man. I don't believe these people, bro. I play video games. Y'all don't trick us, bro. That's fucked up. Go ahead.
They tricked me real good. The Eighth Amendment was a recodification of the Charter and part of a larger effort to revise Title 36 of the United States Code covering patriotic and national observance ceremonies and organizations. Title 36 includes 95 non-profit organizations, with the Red Cross alone designated as a treaty obligation organization because of the responsibilities assigned to it under the U.S. treaty obligations of the Geneva Convention. The amendment reordered some components of the Charter and modernized the language. It made no substantive changes, although it added a provision that consolidated a series of laws concerning federal ownership and Red Cross use and maintenance of the buildings up on the ground. This is the sentence where I was talking about. It made no substantive changes, although it added a provision that consolidated a series of laws concerning federal ownership and Red Cross use and maintenance of the buildings and grounds on the Red Cross Square. The most recent amendment to the Charter was approved by Congress and signed into law May 11, 2007. A Board of Governors conducted a comprehensive review and recommended sweeping. Yes, sir.
This is the asylum.
That would be
that's them. Go ahead. The wards of the state.
The chancellors.
Unbelievable.
Which that's illegal of the governors, because they playing the role of a chancellor.
Yes.
And only the king.
That's right.
Or his staff is supposed to be able to do that.
That's right. So each governor is acting as king pertaining to the state in which the citizens are subjects in the asylums are enslaved to, are in. Because they're in an asylum. The state is the asylum. And the acting governor is the one holding the souls of its subjects.
But in reality, when you know the law, we subjects of King George.
Right. Either you be subject of King George in the Republic or subject in an asylum of make-believe wonderland where the state is your God.
Yes.
Yes. So you pay tithes, you pay taxes and not tithes. You pay taxes to a dead king somewhere, to a dead God, and don't know you don't pay tithes to the real king, on the real gods, the real God, and stuff like that. He took it from scripture, and now you pay taxes to an incorporation by way of governorship. Go ahead. We are crazy.
I was just about to say, you took the words out of my mouth. When you said donate $1 to $30 a month,
yes,
that's nothing. That's nothing to ask for what's going on with this.
But that's why I said. I feel like, okay, that's something to ask. But no, each student that wants to be here should literally be at $3, $4, whatever they want. But I'm saying, come on, just think about it. We're giving all of this, and this is for sure. This is real. And so $1 ain't nothing.
You teaching
the advanced students are $3 and $4 and $5. They are up there already. So I'm teaching what, champ?
You teaching the class in the world how to be competent. I'm 41 and just now learned from your class and studying how to become competent.
Oh my goodness. And I think that's what it is, making Pinocchio come to life, turning bad boys into literal grown men and coming into competence, seeing where we actually are. That was well said. Thank you, champion.
You're welcome, sir. So the most the most recent amendment to the charter was approved by Congress and signed into law after the Board of Governors conducted a comprehensive review and recommended sweeping changes to the American Red Cross governance. The most significant reforms include downsize the 50-member Red Cross board to between 12 and 20 members by 2012 and create a Red Cross Advisory Council whose members are appointed by the President of the United States from principal officers of the executive departments and senior officers of the armed forces. Clarified the role of the board to focus solely on governance and strategic oversight. Eliminate the 3 categories of board members and establish a single category of membership. The selection of members is accomplished through the governance of the board development committee. Recommendation to the full board with final approval by delegates of the chapter and the blood services regions at the annual meeting of the American Red Cross. Establish a new office of Ombudsman, OMBUDSMAN, that provides annual reports to Congress. In addition to the charter, Congress has enacted legislation over the years concerning Red Cross programs and services. The statutes deal with the organization service to the U.S. military, provisions in support of relief activities, the regulation of biomedical services, and the appropriation and the use of Red Cross property. Started in 1943 by Franklin Roosevelt, each March, the U.S. President issues a proclamation calling upon the American public to support the Red Cross through donations of blood, volunteer time, and money. The charter remains, however, the organic document of the Red Cross and such a formally recognized the close association of our organization with the American people and their government.
So this is a whole invading army nationalizing themselves and gaining control of Georgia's estate, which delivers is King George's estate, and it goes down to the people. But this is, to me, how the Nazis won the war. They put you in a perilous state, and
they had 15 uniforms on.
And amended, yeah, it was that's insane. And the 15 different military uniforms on. And damn, man, they did so much. It hurts almost to think about, like, all these nations took part. What I wanted to say was they amended Georgia's laws and started to change and take out what made them guilty in the law. It's kind of like taking the Lord's Prayer and they said, forgive those who are indebted and who are and stuff like that. They changed it to trespass. The Lord's Prayer didn't have trespass, and it had forgive us of our debt. And they made it something to where their sins are forgiven by way, because they trespassed on the whole nation. They alienated the whole nation and rounded God's people up, Humpty Dumpty's children, and put them on train and genocided them. That's coming. It's like, damn, they've written you out of your own history, your own bloodline, assumed your position and genocided you out and fed your kids nothing but propaganda African stories.
The Pope said that basically justice, the caritas and veritate is the principle around which the church social doctrine turns, a principle that takes on a practical form and the criteria that governs moral action I would like to consider two of these in particular of special relevance to the commitment to develop an increasingly globalized society, justice, and the common good. Every society draws up its own justice system. Charity goes beyond justice because love is to give, to offer what is mine to the other, but it never lacks justice, which prompts us to give.
So love over justice.
The other what?
Red Cross over your system, nigga. Rothschild over your money, nigga. Give me your brain. Give me this right here. Humanitarianism. And Satan in the Devil Advocate said, you know, he's a humanity. He's a fan of man, the greatest humanitarian of all time. So it makes sense. All that destruction from the Great War, World War I, World War II, because that was his time. And we see clearly now through the corporation, it truly was. Go ahead.
Okay. I found something called the Minor Basilica of St. Lawrence in Lucina.
Oh, my goodness.
And what it says is Lucina, or simply Italian, St. Lorenzo in Latin, is a Roman Catholic parish titular church and minor basilica in central Rome, Italy. It basically, for the notes, went into the Lateran Pacts of 1929 and the Lateran Treaty.
Yeah.
Which we already covered that.
That's cool. We gonna stop it right here. The rest of this is going straight to class. All this information you sent me, we'll be able to go over this with Said and the ladies, and we'll be able to break this down in class for sure. We've been on the air 3 hours and something, and I gotta eat me some breakfast and lunch. And so if the people support, we'll be right back on tomorrow morning, brand new, up and ready. Or maybe we'll have a conspiracy show breaking down more of this, depending on what's going on in the world. I do want to start my Coffee and Kush program, but this is just so good and demanding. Finding this out at this time, especially like what you reading, I want to take my time with this and break it down in so many different layers. So I want to stop this right here. Then we'll talk about how we want to produce this type of and when to, because this is the perfect time. When and how and steps, because we freestyling it. You going from notes to notes and notes, and why not just put it in order and give it to the class at when it's appropriate. So I'll see you in a minute, Thomas. Thank you for the call.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
My man, Thomas, bruh. I don't want to